And welcome everyone to the Dungeoneers of Depravity! As you might notice, we have a little bit of a difference here. We're not doing our normal Perceus today. We are actually doing a one-shot world known as Cadia. And speaking of that, I also have some, kind of different players. We have actually a total of 3 players for this, and you would recognize, of course, Eric, but he will be playing a new character. So how about we go down the list and introduce ourselves, characters?
Hi, I am Chris, and my character is Tor. I'm a magic user, and we'll just see how everything else develops.
And I am Cody. I play Fangdor. He is a shapeshifter, which is so savory.
Tasty. Well, I'm Eric, back for more. I am playing Galen. Galen is a sort of like an underworld enforcer. He likes to break people's legs and then feed them their legs and then pull them back out of the ass.
Wow, with that lovely visual that we've got now, guys. The world you'll be playing in is called, as previously mentioned, Cadia. Cadia consists of a total of 3 major cities and 3 townships. It is, as you notice from the map, surrounded by this thick, dense fog. And the reason for that is no one has been able to come or leave this general area. The fog has been there as long as people can remember, and people that wander into it never come back out. I know, spooky, right? Ooh.
To go thick, you never go back.
But once, on top of that, at night, if you notice, all of the towns, aside from the 2 kind of sea areas or water areas, have thick walls around them. And the reason is, at nighttime, after dusk, and then the sun goes down, creatures, distorted beings with long arms, limbs, pale skin, claws, teeth, called by the locals necrolites, come out at night. And if the towns have any of their walls down, doors open into the town itself, these creatures mass and attack the towns. As long as everything is boarded up and shut and basically secured, the creatures basically just wander the land. Once day starts coming, they follow back into the fog. The other thing that happens is people that die in this world, anytime someone dies when night arrives after they've passed, their body begins to distort and mutate into one of these necrolites and begins to try to attack people. So it's very important that if someone dies that they have to make sure they cut the head off, burn the body, and then bury the head. Otherwise, the body will still reanimate. But despite this, people have kind of still gotten themselves into a sort of normal life. As we come to the town in question for the party, we're coming to the town of Turok, which is what Turok is a kind
Dinosaur
of
hunter.
a little, yes, They are a kind of mining town. They're the ones that within the towns provide all of the materials as far as wood, because they actually continue to grow and provide forestry. They also mine into the mountains behind them, and the entire area is very cold. It's very tundra-esque. There's not a lot of natural resources outside of the wood and the mining themselves, so they do a lot of trading with the other towns. Which brings us to one particular house by a man of the name Everett. Older gentleman, very well liked. And currently Everett is standing over the bed in his house of one, at the moment, gray-skinned individual who is snoring very loudly and very unaware of the bad that's about to happen. Fangdor, as you are lying there very blissfully asleep, you feel a sudden smacking at your head and a bucket of water is poured over with Everett standing over you going, good morning, boy. Get up. You got places to go. Come on, let's go.
Oh, God. What do we do from here? What did I do to deserve this?
You lived in my house and I don't charge you rent.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
Come on,
right.
you got
what do we
things
have?
to do. I know Cullen sent one of his people out here, and he was looking for you. I'm sure that whatever you're doing, I don't want to know about it, but I'm gonna go to the bar. I think. Do you need anything? I got some breakfast pulled out over on the living room counter for you in the table. He says as he walks out of the room. And out before you really have a chance to speak to him. he just kind of woke you up and left the area.
Okay. All right, well, I guess we'll head outside.
Talk to Mom to get your Pokédex before you walk out.
Oh, my God. Okay. Where's Mom?
All right, so
Where-
then you are at Turok then. And so where you are, it's going to be... I've got your character down. Sorry, I have to move him because your house is actually over here. So go ahead, find yourself. You can either go to where the character marker for Galen is, which is where Cullen's place, which is your local, your boss lives there. Cullen is the leader of the kind of less than savory people of this place. And you do work for him, trying to, gather things, as it were. So you can either head to his place or you can go visit the bar, or the town's open to you. You see people wandering around a little bit. Mostly it's miners that are on their way to the mine or coming back from it to get food. It's kind of late afternoon. You hear a little bit of bird song, but for the most part, town's pretty quiet aside from those coming and going from place to place. Maybe picking a couple of things up at Lily's storage area where the town normally gathers their things. Some people are already bustling around Farvel's bar. It's not a really sleepy little town. There is bustling and hustling, but it's mostly just the standard like mining and agriculture. You hear the sounds of a wood mill going in the background as well.
Okay. Who was looking for me?
You remember Cullen is who Everett mentioned.
Okay, Cullen. So let's go talk to Cullen.
All right. If you would like, I've got marked with Glenn's character. Yeah, right there. So you can grab. You should be able to grab Fangdor and Galen's character.
Got it marked with Gary. He's over here. And, he's ready to help you out.
As you're walking through, you see people. You notice that you have the same experience you normally do. People see you and they don't really wave. They're just they'll kind of nod, but no one's really talking to you very much.
All right. So I guess Galen sees Silvery Boy walking up.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, you are officially at Cullen's place, and you be walking to the front door right here. As you do, Fangdor, you'll get the strong smell of sawdust. You smell what are probably the remnants of someone's meal. You can smell cooked meat. You also smell the normal smell of very strong booze wafting in.
Oh, God.
While it's for the most part organized, it's also kind of dirty in places as well. There are actually the entire building is actually two buildings that have been kind of sandwiched together. Very squat house, and one side is more of where Cullen stays from your memory. And as you look around, you see the entryway, very sparse decoration, and you hear
Beer bottles everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much. This side is since this is, the men's side, you see a couple people starting to walk out. They nod to you, and one of them actually slaps you on the back. This guy whose nickname is Lucky.
As long as it wasn't on my ass.
He nods at you and goes,
Gives you a good game.
Yeah. Morning, Fangdor. What's happening to you, bud?
I heard you were looking for me.
Oh no, you're looking Cullen, but he's out at the moment. If you want though, I think the boss said Galen. I think Galen's got more info than me. I'm on my way to pick up some materials for the storehouse.
All right, well, I guess I'll go look for Galen.
All right. Well, you move ahead, and as you walk through past one of the various bedrooms and the little drinking room where you see cards scattered across one of the tables, candles are still lit. You come into a room with this hulking brute of a man who's just very deeply staring at a table. And you wander in, and Galen.
So Galen is going to be staring down this table. Can I roll to intimidate the table, please? No, but so Galen, he is a very, very large, well-dressed, bald punch machine. He is here to intimidate, and he is here to make sure everything goes smoothly and that people don't cause trouble in Cullen's area, in his town. This is the place he owns.
Fuck on.
So Galen's going to look up and see you walking in all silvery. Are you shifted right now, or are you your silvery self?
Yeah, silvery self.
Galen's going to look up and just go, "Oh, hey, Shifty."
Do I need to roll to shift?
No, you just shift. It's
okay. So I'm going to shift into Galen and think, "Oh, hey, Shifty."
Galen,
and then
just don't fucking
back.
No. That's always so unsettling. I don't like that. No, boss,
I heard you have
to see you.
Yeah, go for it.
So, does Galen know what Cullen wanted to see him about?
Cullen would have told Galen that there is a job where there needs to be a delivery over to Kaylee's Pass. They're supposed to meet with a agent who's supposed to do some trading. It would be in the storehouse. There's a box that has a note on it, is what you were told, Galen.
So is Galen expected to go with him, or is this like a one?
It's kind of like an understood thing that you guys, because you do normally work alongside each other. I don't know how you feel about each other, though. That's up to y'all.
So, depravity.
Yeah. Galen's like, shift into my favorite worker girl.
Oh.
No, so Galen's gonna, relay that information that there's this box that's got a note on it, and seems like a pretty standard delivery. I'll be going with you just in case you need a little bit of added muscle.
That's fair. All right. Let's fucking do this then.
Easy, champ. Just delivering a box.
Yeah, I got shit to do. All right, beers.
Yeah, what shit do you have to do?
I have beers to drink.
Jeez. All right. So we're headed to grab this box. Where's this box located, Jason?
That's going to be in the storage area, which is right over here. And it's just going to be a standard box. It's going to be sitting on this one back over here.
Okay. Do we need to... How do we get back there? Are those bookshelves like a secret door?
We have to go out and around.
You would have to go around. Like I said, it's two buildings that have been kind of sandwiched together.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go out and around to the right.
As you come across the storage area, you almost walk right over. You immediately recognize and you smell this strong smell of cheese, and almost walk directly over this small dwarf woman who looks up at you, Galen. It's like, it's you, Galen. Let me guess, you've got that just distasteful creature. And she looks, where are you at, Fangdor?
I'm right next to Galen.
And she pokes her head around and sees you beside him, and she just gets this. Oh, it's the mutie. I didn't want to deal with you today, Galen. It's a pleasure to see you, but I know Cullen was looking for you all. He's currently at the bar if you'd like to speak to him, but he had it was a note on the box that you're supposed to drop off at Kaylee's a pass, right?
Right, yeah.
Well, I'm going to be headed over to the bar. It was a pleasure to see you, and not so much you.
Yeah,
And
well, go fuck yourself, you bitch.
she spits at your feet at the mention of that and goes, if it wasn't for the boss liking you, I would have made sure that I didn't have to deal with you anymore. And she shoves past you and continues on towards the bar.
You sure know how to make friends, Shifty.
God, don't I know it?
All right, so we're going to make our way downtown. Walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound.
You walk into you open the door and it makes a very, very loud squeak. No one's obviously done any type of work on maintenance to it in a while. And you see there's a bunch of boxes. There's some armor, just extra armor and knives stacked in the corner. There's food. There's a checklist on the wall. You look around. A couple of casks of, you could tell is probably liquor. Some stored up food, probably for when winter hits. And there is a small box on top of a crate over here that has a note fastened to it that says Fangdor on top of it.
All right, so I'll pick up the note and start reading it.
Hey, Fangdor, just to let you know, this is needs to be done before sundown, obviously. Otherwise, shit's going to get really tangled. The box is for a contact named Lance who will be meeting you at Callie's Rest. Yeah, just drop this with him. You'll receive payment. Bring it directly to me. If I'm not at the hideout, go ahead and leave it in my room towards the back beside the fireplace. There's a switch to pull after you move the rightmost stone. You know where to place it. Signed, Cullen.
Hashtag you know where to place it.
Get it.
Hashtag place it in my butt.
Oh, can we
So-
not?
So
Galen's
So
just
I'll
kind of
pick up-
leaning against the wall, well,
okay, well, we'll pick up the package and we'll start taking it.
All right. You have acquired one small ornate box. It's kind of green. It's got some silver lettering on it. Just you've seen it a couple times for when Cullen is dropping things off. You know that you're not supposed to open the boxes because otherwise, if something goes amiss, it comes out of your pay. Possibly ass if you get
yeah.
do something if it's really, really not meant to be anyone else. And so you guys are back in Turok at this point. So
We are ready to party.
Oh yeah.
if you're where are you guys trying to head? Are you guys heading directly for are you headed to the bar, or are you guys headed towards Callie's pass at this point?
Callie's pass.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would say we want to get this job done. Galen looks like he's already had a long day, even though it's the beginning of the day.
He's already drinking.
Galen actually does not drink.
Oh, okay. That's peculiar.
Don't
All right. Well, you
want to
guys,
get caught off guards. I've pissed enough people off in this town.
as you do, as you're getting towards the edge of town, you notice that there is a very familiar individual, has long robes. He's fiddling with a stick, and you recognize a tall man by the name of Tor standing by the gate.
You were just
What-
gonna leave me behind?
Yeah, kind of figured.
Any
Would
chance
run
I
into
get
you.
to leave your ass behind is one I am going to take.
What about that time where you needed some cover from a distance? Or your ass would have been grass?
Well, I didn't say you were useless. It's just you and your fancy magic tricks. I don't trust it. I don't like it. I'd prefer Shifty here. I don't like him either, but
Yeah.
at least I generally know he's not going to set me on fire by accident.
Hey! That was one time after too many drinks, okay?
Yeah, that's
You
one
wonder
time
why
too
I
many
don't
there,
drink.
shithole tour.
All right, come on, robes.
Okay, Chrome Dome.
He is going to immediately turn around and stare you directly in the face. He is 6'7". How tall is your guy?
6'2".
All right, so he's looking down at you, and you want to run that by me one more time?
Well, you keep it shaved, and it's shiny as a chrome ball.
And it is beautiful, and the ladies love it.
Yeah, but doesn't make you any less of a Chrome Dome.
You're
Man.
on thin ice, robes.
You guys got nothing.
I'm always on thin ice. But I got your back, even though you hate my guts.
See, hate is such a strong word. I don't want to waste it on you.
So you guys proceed out of the town, and you are walking towards the edge. As you're walking along the edge of the woods, you do notice that the temperature has dropped a lot. You would know that this means that it's going to start probably getting darker quicker. Between the discussions, running into people and everything, you guys have probably been walking around for give or take an hour. So at this point, it's probably just past noon. You have probably been an hour of walking to get to Callie's Pass, and then an hour back. So you're looking at probably, as long as everything goes well, getting back by 3 o'clock, good 2, maybe 3 hours before light actually goes down. So you're not really concerned as of right now.
Yeah, everything always goes smoothly.
Oh, of course.
This is Dungeons and Dragons. It's nothing but smooth sailing.
As smooth as your bald head.
Mm-hmm.
We're not letting this
Tasty.
bald head be forgotten, are we?
No.
Never.
The ladies dig the bald head.
Oh, do they?
That's science. It's just science.
Is it?
Science.
All right.
Well, you guys have, after about, give or take about an hour of walking, you're starting to hear the sound of water running, and you were familiar enough with Callie's Pass. This is the way towards one of the towns. There's normally some travelers that are coming or going from Turok in order to trade. No one's really about lately, as far as you've seen. But it's still a very well-worn dirt trail. There's some trees, stones in the path, just standard out in a well-traveled area. And yeah, you see up ahead the stream and the bridge. And you see a couple people up ahead just standing and talking with each other on the road. What do you guys think?
I am going to roll perception and then very probably insight to see if I can judge their motives. They are blocking the one path across.
Well, from your distance, you would not be able to get a real good insight. You can tell that they've got some patchy leather armor, and their hands, you can see from the distance they probably have some sort of weapon, but they're not holding it. It's in its sheath. They're a ways off. Like, they're over by the bridge, and you just came within sight of where the bridge actually is.
Okay.
I mean, let's face it. We've all seen raiders before.
So Galen is obviously going to be immediately skeptical, because this is just like, this looks like a fucking shakedown if I've ever seen a shakedown. It may not be, but it
probably is.
So Galen's going to get to about here, and I'm going to see if I can roll insight, just to see if they're positioned correctly for, potentially trying to murder us or shake us down for money or whatever. If that's cool.
I would
You want me to get a little closer?
Get a little closer before you do an insight on them. You could do a perception, because at this point you
Okay.
can definitely see, and they've noticed you walking up. They stopped their discussion. They're looking. Oh, nice. Yeah, you see that they are wearing some armor, which isn't uncommon for people around here. They do each has a sword at their hip. Another one, they both have a small buckler. One has it strapped to their arm. The other one has it across his back. And they both look up, and they start walking over towards you. One of them does. The other one just kind of stays by the fallen tree over by the bridge. And he's just waving as he walks up. He's like, "Oh,
Okay.
hey,
Galen is going to turn to Shifty and Robes and tell them to stay behind him. Just, I'll handle this. I don't know what these guys are about. Galen's going to stay about 15 feet back and just, can I help you?
The person you see in front of you he's kind of a stout human, very dark hair. He's got a little bit of a scruffy face about him. He's got a couple nicks from old scars. You can't tell what they're from. If it was from like maybe
Partying
fighting or partying too hard, possibly.
We've all been there.
Being too much of a badass.
And he walks up very casually and goes, just checking to let you know that the water, because of the rains, it's a little higher than normal. So we're trying to clear some of everything out. There were storms that came by a couple of days ago, and they're like, we've been out here. We left on patrol, and just kind of bored. We're warning people if they're going to cross the bridge, just be careful. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to roll insight against that. Just to make sure he's being... Oh, nice. Got a 21.
21.
You, off of a 21, you notice that as he's talking to you, he's definitely looking over you to check. Like, you notice he's looking at your belt, specifically the pouch. As he's talking, you see his hand that he's been scratching across his neck. It's been slowly moving towards his sword belt beside his sword. And you are you're getting a little bit of the heebie-jeebies from this guy.
Galen's going to kind of cock his head a little bit. Just, thank you so much for your concern. I can tell you have a big heart. Now, if you would, please stand aside so that we may continue on our way. We don't want any trouble, and I'm sure you don't either. With that, he's going to kind of lean in, and I'm actually going to roll to intimidate.
Ooh, okay.
I rolled a whole 9.
Oh, fuck. You did not intimidate the squirrels. All right.
Much intimidate.
When he
now befriending me.
he looks at you and he kind of waves his hand over his face. He goes, what is exactly you ate? Was it onions? You got this smell about you.
It was the last person who asked too many questions. Now, if you wouldn't mind, we will continue on our way.
Okay. I was just letting you know. That's all. And he steps off to the side over here.
Galen is going to turn to the other two and give him a motion that it just means stick close. We've worked together before, so he's just going to give him a little hand gesture.
A little handy.
And we are going to move as a nice little handy, and we're going to move as kind of almost a cohesive unit.
We're not very cohesive right now.
I'm going to roll perception again to see what my Galen eyes see.
Oh, God. Here we go.
I rolled a 12.
Well, as you come around where the tree is, you notice that there is a man standing at the other end of the bridge, and he has a bow cocked back, and you're going to hear a whistle. And does a 12 hit you, Galen?
No.
You feel as you hear the bow snap, and you feel the arrow go passing right by your face.
Galen's just going to go, cover my back, and he is immediately going to start throwing punches at the closest guy.
All right, everybody roll initiative.
Galen just pulls out his brass knuckles, puts them on, just, you fucked up.
Initiative is what?
D20 plus Dex.
I rolled a 12 initiative.
12. All right, so I've got 12. I'm just taking markers because we don't have... Oh, okay, cool. So, right. 15 for 12.
Oh, it was D12 plus 2?
No, it's
no,
D20.
whatever your Dex is.
D20 plus your Dex.
My dexterity is fucking 16.
So that's a +3.
Yep.
Okay.
Oof.
Time to pour another glass of nameless Zinfandel.
You're doing great, bud.
Nameless Zinfandel. What happened to the nameless whiskey?
I'm toning it back just a little bit. I had a lot of nameless tequila last night, and so we are going to stray away. Yep.
All right.
From the strongest stuff.
All right. And here, and yeah, so this is what's going to happen. We've got, oh, wow, okay. So the
Welcome
turn
to Eric's
order.
Vino Corner.
So, Bandit 2, tree. So as the whistle goes out, you also, as you pull on your knuckles, hear the sound of steel behind you being drawn, and you see the other one. He doesn't pick up his shield. He actually grabs his sword and pulls the axe off of his back. And what's going to happen is, unfortunately for you all, the one that's behind you is going to rush Tor, and he's going to bring the sword down at you, Tor. I'm going to guess that a 20 hits, correct?
Just
Been nice knowing you.
That just oof. Just
Much
oof.
oof. Very wow.
You're going to feel as the blade comes across and slashes across your arm, and you feel as it drags and cuts through your robe, and it does this deep gouge in your arm. You feel blood start running, just this hot feeling of it running down your arm, and you're going to take a 3 to your HP.
Okay. No,
Which brings us...
That isn't too bad.
As that happens, you, Tor, it will be your turn at this point. You feel the blade bite into your arm and slash past as it cuts you. And what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna use this.
Hit him with your stick.
Yeah, the stick will help.
Stick of Destiny.
Shaking your damn head.
Okay, we're gonna roll. Oh, what would that be? Oh yes. Okay. That's an attack.
You actually will hit on that. What are you attacking with?
I'm doing dissipating touch. So it blows, like whatever I touch, it blows away a portion of it.
Okay. So you will hit him with that. And go ahead, roll out the damage. As you place your hand up, you go ahead and you wave it past, and it hits across his midsection. Where was the... Oh, okay, so that is your damage then. Or no, that's not your damage.
That's
okay.
My damage.
You see a chunk of the armor just passes away, and you see blood run. He goes, what? They've got a magic user. Focus on him. Which, as he yells it, Galen, you hear this as you hear the air displace from Tor's magic.
So is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
Galen, having seen this guy trying to pick on this puny, non-muscular, little robed human. Actually, is your character human?
I look human minus having like rocky protrusions on the body.
Gross. I wonder if Galen doesn't like you.
What are those holes?
So Galen is going to step around and just he's going to kind of nudge you just a little bit out of the way, and he's going to stand over the armored guy that you just hit with your wind, just go crack his neck and just, why don't you pick on somebody your own size? Galen, I'd imagine, is much larger than this guy, so it's a little bit of a joke.
Yeah, he's got probably about 6 inches, 7 inches of height on this guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
So Galen is going to rage,
Oh, God.
and I am going to punch him in the face with... actually, hang on. Yes. Okay, so that's a bonus action. Cool. I am going to take a swing at him with my brass knuckles. Does a 16 hit?
Oh, a 16 definitely hits.
Gorgeous. That is 9 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
I love rage.
Oof. So you go ahead, you cock your hand back like you're going to punch him, and he leans up with his shield to block it, and you come across with your other arm and just cock him straight in the head. You feel bone actually crack as you get him right between the head and the ear. You definitely have just cracked this guy's jaw. And he's going to stumble, and he catches himself with the edge of the shield and stands back up. Just he's feeling it.
Galen hits like a truck.
Yes, he does. Which, that brings us to the second of the bandits, which was the one standing in front of the tree. And he's going to move in on, actually, instead of Fangdor, he's going to come up behind you, Galen. And he's going to swing with the sword, and then he's going to be followed up with the axe afterwards.
Okay.
I'm guessing a 10 does not hit.
10 does not hit. Galen's surprisingly
Does a
dry for
16.
large man. 16 just does hit, yep.
Okay, well, unfortunately, then you're going to feel basically hitting the meat in your side between your butt cheek and your actual side right in your hip. You're going to feel the axe hidden for 7 damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
that gets reduced because I'm raging. So that gets halved.
Awesome. Okay, then in that case, you will be taking 4 damage at that point then. But you definitely have felt it bites into your side.
Galen is just... He's not talking anymore because he is pissed off.
And Fangdor, you're watching all of this. You can see, because it's happening beside you, as the guy steps between you and Galen and just cuts into Galen. You saw the arrow launch past before, and you definitely are seeing everything happen. This is just off. Like, you've seen Tor get slashed. You've seen Galen as the axe is still caught in between what he's wearing and the blood actually dripping from the axe as it's hit your friend.
All right. So I'm going to attack from behind while he's distracted.
Go ahead, roll with advantage then.
Flank.
So what would be advantage?
You're going to roll a d20 twice, and you're going to take the higher roll.
Okay.
And then you add your modifier for your weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank God you had advantage. Oh.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Well,
yeah, right.
You attempt to attack him, and unfortunately, I get you kind of step. The ground is still very
I
wet.
trip. Okay, you
don't
say it. I trip.
You don't trip. Actually, your foot slides as you slash, and you just barely miss. He doesn't notice you though.
Okay. Okay.
So, however, the third bandit definitely did. He's going to walk farther along the creek, and he's going to take another shot at you. Or he's going to take a shot instead of at Galen. He's taking a shot at you, Fangdor.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit you?
No.
All right, the
Nice.
arrow whisked past. You didn't quite. It wasn't like with Galen where he felt the wind pass. It just launches straight past you and the others. Which brings us back to the original bandit, which is going to be taking another slash at old Tor over here.
Through his broken jaw.
I fucking tripped.
Yeah,
God damn it.
he you just hear a grunt, just or he can't talk right now. And I'm guessing a 10 does not hit you, Tor.
No, it does not.
All right. Well, that brings us back to you, Tor.
He's not used to fighting with a broken face.
I mean, are any of us?
No. Can't say that I am.
All right. So, and dissipating touch actually like dissolves. Like that's what I mean by blow away.
Okay. Well, yeah. The skin. It looks almost, because you didn't get a very, very solid hit. It definitely, you can see, it's kind of like when you get a rug burn where it bleeds a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the skin is very pink underneath, and the edges are torn a little bit. But he's definitely holding it together. Like, it wasn't a very damaging strike. You just damaged his armor a little bit, and left. It looks kind of like you basically passed your hand over that armor. So what are you doing?
Doing it again.
Unfortunately, with this other strike, you are going to. He's definitely cautious of you. Like, he's more afraid of Galen. Like, you can see him eyeing, but as you reach towards him, he actually brings the shield down and knocks your hand back as you do, keeping clear of your fingertips. Which, at this point, Galen, you have watched as he smacks Tor's hand out of the way. He's still eyeing you, though. He's definitely more concerned on you.
So Galen, after cracking this guy, got hit in the back with an axe.
It's like behind you, off to your side with your hip. You can feel the blade biting into your side.
So
Like
Galen,
a kidney punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Galen just turns around and he's just looking at this guy like, you really fucked up now. He doesn't say anything because he's too grumpy. He just
too grumpy.
And poor Galen is going to throw a full haymaker at this guy.
Mm-hmm.
11.
Unfortunately, because you can still, even though you're shrugging the pain off from your rage, as you twist around, take a swing at him, he leans back, just pulling the axe back. So it's no longer in your side, but he's leaned back out of the way with that strike.
Okay, I am going to use a key point and launch Flurry of Blows.
Alrighty then. Take your other, was it 2 other strikes, isn't it?
Yes, the first one was a 10 to hit, and the second was a 24.
All right, the first one, after missing with that first strike, you actually get your bearing, you set, and you actually take a straight and just pop him right. You don't hit him in the face. You hit him almost, it's in the collarbone is where it is. So you missed with the first strike, but you lean one with the second, and you pop him right there at you see a soft spot where his skin is open below the kind of patchwork armor, and you just smack him. Roll for damage.
Okay. Let me make sure, because for whatever reason, it's not popping up adding my dex modifier. I don't know if I get that yet, because I'm only a level 2 monk, but I wanted to make sure.
You're a monk?
I am a monk barbarian.
I'm just joking.
Oh, here we go. I can roll a d4 in place of my normal damage for my unarmed strike.
Uh-huh.
This damage change. Okay, cool. So it'd be a d4, just flat d4.
D4 plus your dexterity.
Damage.
All right, you feel as you connect, just biff, but you don't feel the crack on the jaw like the previous guy you hit was.
Yeah,
but you hit him.
All right.
So you're trying to tussle with 2 people at once, apparently.
Galen's pissed. If he takes a hit, he hits back.
Well, the bandit seeing this is going to, after taking, he's going to bring both weapons up. He's going to swing as before, he's going to swing the sword down at you and then cross upward with the axe, and let's see what happens. I'm guessing a 19 will hit you.
Yes. Yes, it does.
No.
Oh.
A lot.
He hit you with both. So the first one, he comes up across your ribs, and he deals 11 damage to you.
Thankfully, it's halved.
Yes, so you're going to take 6 from that.
Ooh.
And the axe is going to deal another 3 damage.
Okay. Is that already halved? You halved it?
Yeah, that's already halved. At this point, I'm having it as I'm gonna deal it out to you. So
As you're tracking.
So yeah, he comes across with the sword, and it cuts once again, biting through your armor, and it cuts down. You have this deep gash across your chest, and the other one comes across and slashes across your shoulder. So now you've got these 3 bleeding spots, and the second 2, it's hurting. You're feeling pretty rough right now. I would
Galen
imagine.
is actually officially bloodied right now. I am at exactly half HP. So Galen is very upset at this point.
Well, Fangdor, you've seen this happen. Like, both strikes have hit your compatriot over here, and he's looking rough. You can see that, Galen, you're breathing a little. You're a bit more labored with your breath. You're feeling it, even with your rage. You're definitely feeling it
for sure.
All right, so I'm going to attack from behind again.
Mm-hmm. Remember to roll with advantage.
Oh, did I get advantage for flanking as well?
Oh, wait, sorry. No, you did not. Let's go ahead and retcon that real quick.
Right.
So roll twice again.
Yeah, so I get to re-roll my main attack and my...
Well, go ahead and...
blows.
Go ahead and, re-roll all of them because you might get a crit. Remember that.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
I did. That's what I'm here for.
Oh, quick question. Do you, if I do one of my abilities, do you want me to roll for wild magic or just X that?
X that for now.
Okay.
Versatile, martial, two-handed. For some reason, it's not adding my modifier to my weapon. That's being weird. I'll add it myself. No worries. Okay, so my weapon attack, the one with my brass knuckles, with my advantage throw is a crit fail. So we're going to go with the first one that just missed.
Good plan.
Good plan. And my unarmed strike is a 14.
Ooh, you barely hit, but yeah, you still hit. So roll your damage.
Cool. 4 more bludgeoning.
All right. Yeah,
And for my final unarmed, I'm going to re-roll it just in case I crit. I did not crit. I rolled the exact same thing.
All right. Well, you heard him. He's once again, you popped him in that same spot actually. Like, it's immediately bruising already. Which, by the way, come back to you, Fang. Go ahead. What are you doing?
Okay. So I'm gonna roll for damage. Attack from behind.
Go ahead, roll with advantage. Hopefully you hit this time.
Yeah, right.
Not with that for... Ooh, wait, is that a nat 20?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Wait, you're a rogue, aren't you?
Yeah.
Go ahead, roll your sneak damage then.
Oh, fuck. All right, so which one is that?
I think as a level 3, you get... It's 3d6, I want to say, on top of your normal damage.
+3?
No, I mean, you get to roll, I think... Let me double check, but I believe it's you roll...
Yeah, I haven't played this type of character before, nor have I played in a long time.
That's why we're doing this. This is your test.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry, no, 2d6. You get to roll... So, what weapon are you using? You're using a dagger, isn't it?
Yes, dagger.
So, go ahead and roll your standard, which it's a d6, so roll a d6, and then roll 2 additional d6, because this is a sneak attack.
Oh, 2d6 for damage, and then 2d6 for...
You get 1d6 for your dagger, and then 2d6 for your sneak attack damage, too. This is additional damage. Like, rogues, if they have an attack of advantage, or they're attacking from behind, they get to do sneak attack, which is additional damage on top of it.
All right, yeah. So my 2 d20s was 13 and 20, and then my 3d6 was 1, 5, and 5.
1, 5, and 5, so 11. What's your dexterity modifier? It was plus... Chris, it was +2 for him, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, +2.
No, Dex is +3.
Oh,
his
for
Dex
him.
was 3.
Oh, okay.
Because he had 16.
Cool.
16
So
was his...
You come up behind him and you grab under his arm and you jam right in his armpit and sink your blade into his ribs. And you deal a total 14 damage to this man.
That's what she likes.
And, all right. How are you going to kill him? What are you doing? He dies. What do you do to finish him?
Oh, God. All right. So I do a front flip to squat on his face.
What?
That's what I'm doing. And then I stab him in the heart. Am I allowed to do that? Is that PG enough? No.
There's no need to be PG.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's fair.
Parental guidance is actually not suggested.
Oh no.
Watch this alone, kids. Yeah. I'll as he's on the ground, I'll finish him off by stabbing his heart.
All right. Well, you after you stab him in the armpit, he falls sideways, and you lean down and just drive your blade, and you can feel the blood running down the blade and across your arm and across his chest as he just bleeds out, and just you watch the light go out in his eyes. He is no more. The one between you and Galen is very dead.
Of ultra murdered.
You're welcome.
Which brings us to the bandit on the shore. You hear him yell. You can't tell what he yelled. He's still a little farther away. And he's going to take one more pot shot at you, Fangdor.
All right.
Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
All right. Well, in that case, then you're going to take... you take 10 damage as you're leaning down over this bandit on the ground. You feel the arrow catch you right behind the shoulder blade and sinks in.
Oh, God. All right.
So that brings us back to the top of it, back to the first bandit. He's going to kind of because his jaw's, just kind of hanging. He's trying to yell. You're guessing it's probably the other guy's name. And he's going to try to stab you, Tor. And he actually cuts through. You can feel the blade cut through your robe, but it just barely just grazes you. You can feel the cold of the metal, but it doesn't actually cut you. Which brings us to you, Tor. What are you doing?
Oh, I am tired of this bloke, so I'm going to try to blow up his head by his own thoughts. So he needs to roll an intelligence.
Wait, we're allowed to do that? Why didn't I think of that?
Is a 10 going to make it?
No.
So what does this do, Tor? What are you doing to this poor man?
It's going to be a lot of damage. Potentially a lot of damage.
47 d4s. He rolled 8 damage. That's not good. How did you do that? 1d 1,000, and he rolled 1 damage. Oh, God.
Oof.
You vaporized him.
You see him as blood begins to run out of his nose, and he grabs his head. Tor, what happens?
I legitimately turn his brain into jelly and have it burst through his eyeballs.
You see one eyeball pops loose in this kind of viscous white fluid, and he slowly the arms drop, and he topples to the ground.
Dylan's just like, There's
no blood spray, however. Like, Galen, you're not covered in brains or anything.
No,
there's Tor.
Galen's just watching this happen.
That's the best part.
Gross.
Ew, yucky.
Yeah, no, I just turned his brain into absolute mush, and I'm like,
all right.
I'm done with you.
As this happens, you guys hear crashing through the foliage over here, actually. And you see someone running off.
Wait, over where?
Over here, Galen.
Somebody is taken off, running.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Galen is, he's going to turn and just say, Shifty, track that bitch down. I got this guy. And he's going to look over at the archer.
All right. So, I mean, I guess
It's Galen's turn.
Yeah.
All right. Galen is going to use Step of the Wind.
Ooh.
Just enough. All right.
Ah, perfect.
Galen is going to attempt to smash this guy's face in. Does a 9 hit?
A 9 will not hit.
Worth a shot. That is Galen's turn, because I think Step of the Wind it counts as a bonus action, right? Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, we're back to that bandit who is going to... He's actually going to try to disengage, is what he's going to use his bonus action. And he's going to start full tilt running away from you.
Call.
He runs his maximum 30 feet. The other bandit is going to... He's full tilt running. Like, he's dashing is what he's doing right now.
Yeah, he's already gone.
Yeah. Chances are, I mean, you can try to run after him, but at this point, you're probably not going to catch him.
Yeah, there's no point. Come on, man.
So you guys are this. So one is gone. The other one with the bow is trying to run away from you, Galen. Galen, are you going to keep trying to... What are you doing? Because right now, the only one that's right there... I mean, Fangdor, you can go ahead because you, as a rogue, you should be able to take the dash action as bonus action, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
you
I
can stab
can.
this guy if you want, if you're feeling up to it. If
No,
not,
let's just move
he's
on.
hauling ass. So
Deliver this package.
Yep.
And, we'll call it a day. There's no
so
point.
Galen, upon seeing everybody else start to like sprint away, is just gonna just take a deep breath, start wiping blood off of his brass knuckles, and start making his way back to the group.
Your rage has ended, so you feel everything. Like as you're moving your shoulders, you can feel the edge of the cuts are like pulling. Like you can feel the muscle underneath. He got some really good hits on you. You're not feeling great at all.
Nope. Galen is at exactly half health, and he's gonna start just kind of walking back towards the group. And Galen just son of a bitch. These assholes just never learn. And he is going to sit and lean against the bridge.
Do I need to patch you up again, Chrome Dome?
I just need a minute. Let me take a breather. So, Galen wants to take a short rest. Just to kind of patch himself up just a little bit. And you guys up for that?
All right, well, I guess we could take a minute, but we're running short on time. Got to get this done before dark.
Yeah. You weren't the one taking axes to the ass, so I don't want to hear it. All right. So we are attempting a short rest here.
All right, so you take an hour. What are you doing during this? Are you just relaxing, or are you trying to patch each other up? What's going on here?
I mean, why don't you try to patch him up so we can get a move on?
I could just use my hit dice, but Galen is going to bring up. Who the hell are these mooks that were trying to pick a fight with Cullen's crew? The people around here usually know better.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know,
People
man.
go crazy.
Idiots. You'd think we'd have enough of a bad reputation that people like this would leave us alone.
Not bad enough.
I'm working on it.
I take it that roll for medicine doesn't help patch him up.
Oh, not at all.
Well, I used my my barbarian hit die. I have 1d12, so I'm using that one.
All right.
And I am actually feeling really good now.
Okay. Well, good. Get off your bum. Let's go.
Let me make sure. Finish a long rest before I can rage again. All right. Galen's just gonna kind of shrug his shoulders. He's like, all right. Let's get moving. Does anybody else want to do anything during the short rest?
No.
Nah, I have nothing I can do during short rests.
I mean, I could shift into you and mock you, but
Galen's just kind of eating some peanuts, and then he just gets back up and stretches.
oh yeah, need that protein boost, bro.
No, those sensu beans.
Yes.
We got those sensu beans.
Sensu bean! All right, so we are ready to move. We're going to continue down the path. Galen taking the front.
You guys walk about 10 more minutes, and you see, staying off to the edge of the road, guy, he's just in kind of bright bluish tunic, and he's got dark leather breeches, and he's waiting there, and he's got a small pouch that he's holding pretty tight. He's looking really nervous.
Is this the designated location that we were supposed to be taking us to?
Yes, it is. It's roughly, they didn't give you an exact location. Cullen's note just said go just past Cullen's Pass, and there will be a guy waiting for you.
Okay.
All right.
So Galen's going to kind of nod at him, do the up nod. Just, hey!
Huh? What?
You the guy? You got the money?
Who's asking?
We're Cullen's men.
Yes, I've got it right here. Do you have the box?
Yeah,
You
we
think
got
we
the
really
box.
would have come if we hadn't had the box?
I mean, I've heard good things about dealing with Mr. Cullen. He walks up and he holds the bag out.
All right.
Yeah. I'm going to
Fangdor
take the
will.
bag and start counting money.
All right. Fangdor will give him the box.
He kind of takes it. He pulls out from inside his backpack that you now see on his back is he pulls out a small tunic. He wraps the box up and he sticks it in the backpack and goes, "Is there anything else Mr. Cullen had to say to me?"
Just keep your wits about you. There are idiots out here trying to rob folks.
Yeah, he shakes his head and goes, "Yes, sir." And he kind of scoots off, and you see him. He's not dead running, but he's doing like a quick little jog down the road.
I send just a little crystal to poke him in the ass.
He looks very alarmed.
Jumps like 3 feet in the air. What the fuck?
As he starts to turn to leave, Galen's going to go, "Hey,
Yes?
is there a reason you look so nervous? Just standard business."
I'm kind of I'm a little bit new to this. This was one of my first jobs.
Tor
Insight.
uses persuasion in the sense of, come on, you can talk to us. We all workers here. And I'll go ahead and roll for that.
Okay.
I rolled a 15 insight to see if he's trying to hide something.
Oh no, he's not trying to hide anything. He's just very nervous is all it is.
Okay.
You feel like this guy is literally he's definitely green around the gills.
Okay. That's good enough for Galen.
I'm just trying to persuade him to be forthright and tell us everything that we need.
He kind of pauses and his jog is like, "Look, I'm not trying to start any trouble. This is my first job. I really don't want to mess this up. I don't really have any real skills for anything that the town needs. This is just a way for me to make money for my family."
And we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, sir. And he's gonna go back to what he was doing and start jogging down the trail.
Okay. Galen is just going to sigh. He's going to put the pouch where on his belt and just, let's get the hell back to town. It's been a long day.
Let's go have a beer.
Yeah, you have a beer.
I second that.
I'll clean up when you guys fuck things up. So we're going to start moving back towards town. How are we doing on time?
It is starting to get late afternoon as you're getting close. You can see the town ahead, but you can definitely see the sun is starting to set. Not enough that you're extremely alarmed, but you're definitely picking up the pace because you know if you're out here for more than another 45 minutes or so after the walk, you probably would be in trouble of the gates closing. And once they're closed, you're stuck outside. There's no going back inside.
So Galen is going to encourage us to all pick up the pace a bit.
Double time!
Double time!
You guys have arrived back at the beginning of town. You have made it in. The guards of the town are standing, like they're actually standing. You can tell that everybody's starting to get finished with the day. The movement is everybody is starting to move back into it, and you see people taking off as they go towards like houses and such. They're starting to put their gear in the little storehouses and everything, and you can see all of the guards are checking over the walls and making sure that there's nothing to miss, and it's just the general like close down of the day apparently.
So Galen's going to kind of nod to the guards and just, always a pleasure, gents.
The first one there you'd recognize by the name of Tommel's gonna nod his head and goes, finish business as usual, Cullen.
Hey, yeah, we're headed back to see him now. Anything
Okay.
you want to say?
I already owe that man too much money as is. Gambling, you know. He chuckles.
Yeah, don't make me come see you, all right?
Nah, I wouldn't think about it, Galen. He slaps you on the back with the bottom of his spear. Hey, I'll see you at the bar tonight for rolling the bones, right?
You know it.
He chuckles and goes back to just looking out and checking over the gate itself.
All right, so you guys want to head to the bar? Go talk to this guy.
Yeah, we need to drop off the money with Cullen ASAP.
Yeah.
The man does not like to wait.
You go talk to the boss man. As you know, he doesn't like to see my face.
No, he does not. And neither do the rest of us. You get on out of here.
All right, and Tor wanders off, and you guys, as you get closer, you hear people laughing before you even come in the doors. You can smell the smoke of the burning hearth inside. You can see a couple of people standing outside the bar. They're talking. You know, it's mostly miners, which is a combination of mostly dwarves and humans. There's a couple of halflings you see. But yeah, just you come in, there's various nods, and you wander inside the bar. As you go in, you smell the smell of cooking meat, you smell beer, you smell other forms of alcohol. You see people milling around, some people sitting at tables playing cards. You hear this deep from behind the bar as this very large orc, great big rippled arms full of muscle, but kind of a gut on him, big beard. Behind it, there's a his partner in crime, this small bartending orc woman who's back there, and she's just nudging him in the shoulder and going back to handing drinks off to people and exchanging money. And yeah, it's just a fairly warm bar. Fang, you would notice as you wander in, you see Everett having a conversation with an older woman. He taps her on the shoulder and smiles, and he walks back to by this table right over here, by some of the deer heads up on the wall.
All right.
And he's just sitting there. He kind of waves at you, notices you as you walk in. And you guys are free to wander around. You see also, I have to add him because I didn't. I got lazy in my DMing, unfortunately.
Unbelievable.
I know.
Inexcusable.
How could you?
Yeah.
That's it. I'm never playing D&D again.
Yep.
Yeah, so
It just puts a bad taste in my mouth forever.
Oh, I'll give you a bad taste.
you do notice as you walk in looking over, you see the same woman, Tara, the dwarf woman from before. She's sitting at the corner of the bar, and you can see her. She's it looks like she may be hiccuping a little bit, probably really drunk. And at a table with one other person who he's leaning over and talking to, very thick brow. For even a dwarf, he's large. This dwarf is almost the size of a human. Just broad. Yeah, he's huge. Rippled muscle. He's got a very tight shirt, which is really all he could wear.
Medium.
Yeah.
Medium shirt.
Has a horn of some animal as a necklace. Dark hair that's he's balding at the temples a bit. Just massive dwarf sitting at a table, and he's got this huge warhammer over his back.
All right.
Hey, Muscles. Hey, Shrimp.
Oh, no.
You want to play?
Oh, no.
What did you do?
It's just my normal taunt of Terra.
Oh,
Yeah. So Galen's going to go up to the bar. I assume he knows these bartenders.
Yeah. As you approach the bar, the orc behind it, the barmaid, you would know by the name of Molly. She is Farvel's wife, who is the bartender. As you get closer, he's been cleaning a mug. He looks at you and goes, hey, Galen, it's good to see you. What are you having, the usual whiskey, or you want something, a little bit stronger than the piss that I've seen you drink before?
Galen just kind of shakes his head and he goes, God damn it, Big Green, you know I don't drink.
Oh, I have to try every time, I gotta make my money, or are you just having the usual chicken with some potatoes?
Nah, not hungry tonight. You guys got my cigar shipment in?
Molly! And she looks up, what do you want? What do you want, Favel? Go get Galen cigars. You know where they are. I keep them over by the vodka and the rest of the drinks in the back. And
Yeah, just one for now. I'll pick up the rest later.
Are you sure you don't want all of them? I have the box waiting for you. Do you just want to keep them by the drinks for if you wander back in later, Galen?
I'll come get them whenever I leave. I gotta go talk to Cullen first. Finished up a job.
She smiles. Okay, I'll have them. She walks over and she pulls out a box from below where the drinks are kept, and she pulls out a cigar and wanders over and hands it to you. Do you need a light for it, or do you have one handy?
I'd love a light, thank you.
She reaches behind the bar and grabs out, and she strikes a match and pulls the match up and hands it to you.
Galen just rotates the cigar. And, thanks, sweetheart. Tips her a silver.
She winks at him. Anytime, Galen.
All right, so
hey, don't get too nice. Big Green will get mad. He's gonna wink at Marvel.
Oh, you know that you can't stand up to what I've got, and he kind of rotates his hips at you and puts his hands on him.
Yeah.
You ain't got that orc fervor, if you know what I'm saying. And the rest of the bar patrons are just laughing.
He just, hey, don't break it tonight, all right? And he's going to go try and find Cullen.
And you see, it's kind of hard to miss Cullen. He's taking up a good section of the bench over here by the fire. And the person hearing Cullen's name, he's going to look over his shoulder. He's going to nod at Cullen. He's actually going to get up and walk over to one of the other tables.
So I assume Cullen is this blue guy with the cheese.
Yes, with the cheese.
Maximum cheese.
Did you do good work today, Galen?
Do I ever not do good work, sir?
No, that's why I haven't had to ever discipline you like some of the other rabble I keep.
Oh, I am well aware. I'm usually the one that you have do the disciplining. He's going to set the pouch of coin down on the table.
You see him, he takes it, he just puts it on the table. You notice that he is not worried about anyone seeing this at all. He just starts counting, he starts piling up. So, where's the other one? I saw you both come in, but he hasn't decided to say hi yet.
I figured I would only have him grace you with his presence if you were in a good mood. Wouldn't want you taking anything out on that idiot.
Do I not look like I'm in a good mood right now?
Do you ever? No, I'll send him by if you need to.
Yes, I'd just like to speak to him real quick, if possible.
So Galen is going to take one step away from the table so as not to disturb Cullen. And just go, Shifty! Get over here!
Alright, Fangdor is gonna walk over.
Fangdor, it's good to see you. So everything went smoothly? You didn't have any trouble today, did you?
We had a couple issues with some raiders outside the gates.
He spits off to the side of the bench. Damn edgelords. Can't just leave us alone. Making business bad.
Yeah,
Dealt
your
with them
pickup
without
guy.
any issue for the client.
Good. How'd
What
that
were you
trade
saying,
go? You
Fangdor?
said it went fine. There were no issues between that, right? You said that it was fine, but I just want to make sure everything went smoothly.
Yeah, boss, everything went fine.
Good. All right. I just wanted to make sure that we're not going to have any other problems. Now, from those raiders you mentioned, did they try to sneak up on you, or what's the news with that?
I mean, they were just outside the gates. They were trying to warn us about the river that was overflown. Yeah.
They were using the
tried to
bridge as a choke point to cut off honest merchants such as ourselves.
A racketeer. You'd think other people wouldn't be trying to get in my business, but I'll have to send some of the boys over there and see if maybe this is something that's going to be a continued problem. And pester as you do, you hear this cracking noise as he rolls his shoulders back. I might have to get into it myself. Hopefully not.
Galen's just going to turn there's surely no need for that, boss. You can send me wherever you want. I was still picking teeth out of my knuckles earlier today from teaching them a lesson.
Good man. If there's nothing else, here's your share, and he pushes a total of it was 10 gold pieces out. He goes, divide it as you normally do.
Of course, boss. You are ever generous. You mind if I don't mean to intrude, but you mind if I get a little piece of this cheese? Looks good.
He kind of scratches his beard and goes, not too much. I know how you can eat.
Yeah, you know me all too well. Galen's going to just slice off a little piece of the cheese just to try it and then walk away with his cigar. Just have a good night, boss. Let me know if you need anything else.
You too, boys. Have a good one.
All right, so Fangdor is going to go over to the bar.
Boss didn't kill you, Fangy?
Nah, he was fine. In a good mood tonight.
Yeah.
Galen's going to stand over both of you and just, all right, you two, and just drop 3 gold in front of you. And he's just going to say, the 1 gold that doesn't get split between us pays for your meals tonight. Get whatever you like.
All right. That's fine.
No.
Galen's going to yell over the bar, I'll take that chicken now.
All right. I'm getting it. I knew you were going to ask sooner or later, boy.
I'm a growing boy, okay?
Hey, get that bottle of whiskey. I have had enough to eat today.
Yeah, you need some more meat on your bones anyways, Tor. You just don't eat enough, I'm telling you.
We could use him as a toothpick. He's going to slam down a gold on the bar and just keep our tab under a gold. Don't let him overdrink.
You got it, Galen. Just keep that horrible smelling cigar out of my face.
Oh, yeah. You love it.
No, I love my woman. I don't love all that you've got going on. Just no.
You love more than just your woman. You love your drink, too. How many nights have we drunk ourselves under the table?
You drank yourself under the table. I try not to imbibe my own. I keep my own in my house. You don't want to do this. If you drink your own stock, that's just bad business after all.
Yeah, he doesn't drink this swill. He's got his own private stock at home.
Hey, you remember that one night that you decided to share? I'm talking to the bartender.
Farvel's just going to shake his head at you and goes, I remember having to drop you back at your house because you fell asleep on my table.
I could have swore you shared some of that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. You can't afford my good stuff.
Well, fair.
None of us can afford your good stock.
Well, yeah, I've got to ration it out. Otherwise, I'd run out to all of you people. Not so much you, Galen. One of these days, I'm going to get you. Don't worry.
You keep saying that. No, drink's not my vice. I'm trying to gamble later, though. Some of the guards might be coming over to roll some bones. If you wouldn't mind setting aside a table.
Yeah, no, I can do that. Back in the back corner, I know Sherry's back there right now, but once she sees the louder crowd, come on, I know she'll clear out and go home to her husband.
Don't let me lose my shirt tonight.
It's not like
got a hole in it.
Seeing that he sees the stains, goes, you might want to stop by Dr. Hendrick about that. He gets more serious seeing the scars. He goes, we can't afford losing you. Just like you're one of the good ones. As rough as you are around the edges, I know what you boys do for us.
Yeah, well, it's not just the guards that keeps those things at bay.
Yeah.
We do what we can for everybody.
Speaking of the guards and seeing the Dr. Hendrick, where'd you get that from? Was it one of the beasties? Do we have to be concerned?
No. It was just some lowlifes trying to run a racket up one of the bridges. Took a pot shot at me, so we set him straight.
You know those black X's, those exiles, those dang exiles.
Yeah, they're getting bolder these days. Normally they just try to do quick raids on the travelers, but to see them actually trying to do a racket up on the bridge, that's unusual. I wonder if more people are getting exiled these days, or if maybe they finally got the shit together and decide to start working with one another more.
Galen's gonna turn and clap his hands on the shoulders of the other two and just go, you'd think seeing these two strapping lads coming around the corner, they wouldn't mess with us. But amazingly, they did.
Fangdor's gonna throw his hand off. Be like, I could use a beer now.
Yeah. He goes over and he starts going to one of the taps, and you hear as he pours up a beer and he puts it in front of you. Tor, you having anything tonight?
Yeah, that whiskey.
All right. You want the entire bottle? All right.
Under a gold, you bastards.
Wanders up. He pops off the cork of one, just puts a shot glass in front of you. Drink up, boys. It seems like you've done some good work today.
Anything over a gold's coming out of their pockets or their ass. You know I'm good for it.
I'll leave it up to you, Galen. Make sure tonight, I know the guard's taking care of everything, but just as usual, keep an open ear in case something is off.
You know that's why I don't drink. I got you back. And Galen's going to start making his way towards the very, very large dwarf. Is that him at the bottom left?
Bottom left. Oh, you mean down here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a maid. Maiden.
Yeah, that's the woman I mentioned, Sherry, before. You go up to the table and you see Sherry. She's having a bit of cheese, and she's got some stewed carrots and a little bit of what looks like chicken on her plate.
So Galen doesn't like dealing with her too much. He's just going to kind of nod to her, just always a pleasure. And he's actually going to go talk to Everett.
You come to Everett, who's just sitting there, and he looks up. What do you want, Galen?
Galen respects the hell out of his elders, and he appreciates Everett taking in the shifter. So he's going to say, Everett, as usual, your tab tonight is on my dime. Thanks for taking care of Shifty.
I don't need the help. You know that. I earned my keep around here.
Oh, I know you don't need it, but you deserve it. That son of a bitch doesn't need to be taking advantage of you.
Yeah, it gives me entertainment in the mornings when I'm trying to get up, and it's better than, a quiet household like I did before we found his half-dead self outside near the fog.
Empty nesting, huh? Well, if you want to go a little above and beyond tonight, it's on me. Feel free.
I don't need to be stumbling my way home tonight. I just... You annoy me sometimes, boy, but glad you're part of the town, I suppose.
Well, if you need anything, let me know. And Galen's going to go try and find that dwarf.
Tips his head, raises his glass.
Isn't the dwarf at the bar?
Oh, are you talking
Big and thick.
Oh, Cullen?
No. Is Cullen
Muscles,
the
Mr.
gigantic
Muscles.
dwarf?
Yes, Cullen is the boss, and he's sitting at the table here with the turkey.
Oh, I thought Mr. Muscles was the one that Tara hides behind.
Yeah, that's she's sitting at the bar though over here, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Galen's
she's
going to kind of lean against the wall, smoking a cigar, and just making sure no trouble befalls the tavern where the boss is having a good time.
All right, Fangdor's gonna grab his beer and walk down towards Everett.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna yell across the bar and just slightly antagonize Tara. So, Shrimp, did you do anything today?
she's gonna sneer, pick up her beer, and walk over to Cullen.
Oh God.
You start walking up to Everett, Fangdor, and he looks up and he pulls up one of the glasses he sets in front of you and goes, "So, you do good today, or you have any trouble? You look a little worse than usual, boy."
Nah, it's fine. Nothing I couldn't handle. Fangdor's gonna set the beer down and slide it over towards Everett.
Not
There you go,
drinking
Everett.
tonight?
Nah, I got this one for you.
Ugh, I don't need it. I'm almost done here. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about? I know you tend to run sometimes where I can't get you to shut the hell up, and other times where you just want to be left on your own.
Nah, it's fine, Everett. Go home. I'll see you later on tonight.
All right. He leaves a silver on the table, and he gets up and starts walking out the door.
So, how late is it at this point?
At this point, between getting into the town and talking, it's probably about 5 o'clock at this point after talking, walking, and shooting the shit with people. So it's evening at this point. You see more people starting to come in the bar. You've heard the whistle outside of them locking the gates.
It's the end of the day. Close the gates. Close the gates.
Yep.
Yeah.
Closing time.
Wait, Luke
You
Skywalker's
all
still out there.
Oh my God.
So Galen is actually going to, seeing that none of the guards have yet showed up, he's actually going to go do a sweep of the walls to make sure that there are no openings or any ways in. And then he's going to make his way back here, hopefully with the guard. This is kind of his routine. He does a quick sweep and then hits up the guards and tries to gamble with them at the bar.
As Tor gets down through the bottle, he starts just throwing crystals and making them dance in the air.
Oh, Jesus.
So
Like, these
Fangdor-
are magical crystals that I can just manifest, and I just make them dance in the air.
Oh God.
Just rave party.
There's
going
actually some crazy techno music going on right now. No, I just kidding.
Digitation. do
Fangdor
a lot.
is going to go up to the bar. Well, he's going to shapeshift into Galen, go up to the bar,
no.
and ask for his cigars. And then go to the very back table away from everybody. Hold on. Let me get back there. And shapeshift back and
Well-
start smoking the cigars.
Where were you when you shapeshifted?
In the back where I was standing by Evan.
Okay, all right. Then I'm not gonna go. Then yes, you turn into
Everett
Galen.
probably sees this. Everett's just like, God damn it.
No, Everett's already outside. He wandered outside.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, you walk up to the bar. Molly's behind the bar. Yes, Galen. How can I help you?
I'd like to get my cigars now.
All right. You already finished the first. That was quick. Galen,
Yeah.
where are you at right now? Are you actually against the wall still?
Galen is. I assume he's gonna wait for Galen to walk out. so
Okay,
Galen-
that's why I was
Yeah,
double checking. I was like,
Galen's on his patrol trying to round up.
all right. Molly goes, all right, Galen, hold on. And she goes over and she's like, do you want one again or do you want the whole box?
The whole box.
All right. And she grabs it and hands the box over to you.
All right.
Do you want anything
Galen's
else
gonna have
back
to-
here?
Nah, I'm fine.
All
Galen's
right.
gonna have to
She
break
goes
his
back
own
to
face.
cleaning.
Well, as he walks back with the box, hey, Chrome Dome, you really gonna smoke all of those tonight?
Oh, you know it.
Oh my God. They're like big old.
I raised
Yeah.
my eyebrow, but I let it go.
If you smoked all those tonight, you would die.
No.
But the fact
So I'll
that
get
any
one
are
out of the
missing are
box.
going to piss off Galen. That's an expensive box.
I'll get one out of the box and start smoking it. And I'll put my feet on the table and just relax till about whenever we leave. Close the
All
door.
right. All
All right.
right.
Does anybody want to join Galen on his sweep? He's not used to anybody coming with him. He's used to going solo, but
Oh no, I'm enjoying this bottle.
you're wasted. You're smoking my cigars.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, yeah, Galen's going to go out. He's going to start at the actual main gates where the guards are
Okay.
and just check in. Just everything going all right?
Yeah, main reason why I'm
Did you-
enjoying
so
this
you went
bottle
to the-
is I hate frying people.
You went to the gate that you originally came in, correct?
Correct. That's where I'm starting.
All right. You notice that the original guard isn't there. It's another one by the name of Hank. He's a human. He looks over and goes, it's you, Galen.
Hey, Hank.
Yeah, it's start of shift, so I'm here until, morning. If you wouldn't mind, I didn't bring enough food with me today. Can you run and grab something from the tavern for me?
I'll see if Molly can drop something by. She's always nice about it. As long as I'm just gonna do my sweep, make sure that everything's secure. I know you do well at your job. Try not to have too much fun out here, eh?
He just kind of looks at you and just lowers his gaze. He's like, always got to be a smartass, don't you, Galen?
That's how I make my money, as far as you know.
All right. He waves at you as you wander off.
All right, so the gates are secure and everything. They're standing watch. And
You do a sweep. You don't notice. You see them. There's a couple people patrolling up at the top of the gate. Like they've stuck walkway at the top of these so people can walk and look over the edge, make sure.
all right, so Galen's gonna go south from there and then just start making his way around town. Should take him
Walking
probably
fast.
about an hour to do the full sweep and everything, and then he's gonna make his way back to the tavern.
As you get as you finish up your sweep, the sun has fully gone down, and as you get in, you feel the hackles at the back of your neck as you hear a collective of clicks and roars and howls from outside. You see the torches are all lit, and the guards have they're walking. As you walk towards the inn, you hear as the sound goes up from the creatures, the necrolytes coming out of the fog. You hear as the collective sound of them coming out. The inn goes a little bit more quiet. The people on the outskirts, the guards, you see their hands go to their weapons. And then everything resumes back inside the inn after the original, that sound comes and lets everyone know that night has officially fallen.
So Galen's going to walk in while it's kind of, like, while that sound is happening and everybody's kind of hushed, and Galen's going to walk in and just take a deep breath, because you never get used to that sound. And he's going to walk in and just, hey, who told you guys to stop having a good time?
All right, idiot, let's get it going. And people go back to their conversations. Everything resumes like normal.
Everybody, I think, knows that Galen. The guards definitely know that Galen does this sweep. I'm sure the bartenders and all the usuals know that Galen does this sweep.
Farvel and Molly are both aware. Most of the regulars and the miners, because this time you notice instead of so much the people that work with the forestry and the lumber mill, a lot of the people are mostly the miners now, with a few of the lumber mill people. But yeah, it's just general din of plates being scraped up. Cullen is no longer here. Cullen left already this time, and so did Tara. They're both gone at this point. You assume they've both.
The guards.
I'm having a good old time with the miners.
Tor, I want you to roll a Constitution check for me, real quick.
Oh boy!
I want to see how drunk you are.
Okay. So, am I rolling a flat d20 or a d20 plus my Constitution?
Plus your Constitution modifier, yes. This is a Constitution check.
So Fangdor looks over at Galen and says he's having a great time and takes a huge puff.
And you see, you come face to face with yourself, Galen.
I shifted back.
You shifted back? Okay. Well, he's there, and he is smoking your cigars with the box beside him.
Galen is going to walk.
You are very drunk, Tor. You are basically falling out of your chair.
Oh boy!
I really don't like scrambling people's heads, but it's what I do.
It's what he does best.
Molly pours a little bit more, some of the bottle into a glass, and then picks up the bottle, caps it, and goes, "Okay, before any more trouble happens tonight." I know that you're a paying customer and you normally don't cause trouble, but you know how the drill is.
Fine.
She pats you on the head and tousles your hair and then goes and puts the bottle back separate from the others. She goes, "Don't worry, I know you bought it. You can come back and have more later."
So Galen is going to put his entire giant mitt over the box of cigars and just slide it back towards the table towards him and put it in his pouch, and then just, are you out of your goddamn mind?
No, I just figured I'd enjoy a stogie with you.
Should have just asked, motherfucker. And Galen's he's still puffing on the same one. These are large cigars, but his is significantly lower.
Yeah.
And he's going to finish it off. You did good today. We all did good today. We did our job.
Yeah.
You and that shifty shit, I swear to God.
I mean, it's what I do best, you know?
I'll mention that these crystals that I've been having dancing around, they're a lot larger now, and they're reflecting a hell of a lot more light.
Oh, God. So it's like
he's just gonna
room in here?
Yeah, he's going to look up and just go, Shifty? What the hell is he doing?
I mean,
you know him better than I do.
Drinks. He's had a couple drinks and he's just having a good time, man.
His good time is always trouble for me.
It's going to be the ruin of this place.
It really is. This is going to turn into one of those preppy bars where they're having the dance music and shit. That's not what this place is about.
Weird mustaches and bald heads.
These young kids, I swear to God. Well, as long as he doesn't piss off the boss or the bartenders, he's aces with me.
Yeah, he's not so bad, I guess.
He melts people's brains, though. That shit's weird.
Yeah, it fucking freaks me out, man. Like,
Every time.
how are you just gonna melt somebody's mind like that?
Nights like this, I wish I drank. I'm gonna go gamble with the boys. You in?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. We might get Drunky in on it, too, because I know he'll fucking lose.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We'll take his winnings from today, from the job, and we'll put them in our pockets, right?
All right.
He's gonna kind of give you a fist bump, and his fist is gigantic.
My baby hand. Like dead.
So yeah, Galen, he gives you a lot of shit, but he genuinely likes you better than a lot of the people around here.
All right. All right. So,
Galen and I are Galen and Shifty, as he is known. We're gonna head to the table that I asked the bartenders they kind of section off for gambling, and I'm gonna motion to the guards that we have a table, and they know what's up. I gamble all my shit away pretty much all the time. Anytime there's a job.
All right. Well, aside from the gambling, is there anything else y'all doing, or is it just have a couple drinks, hang out, eat for the evening?
yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right.
I don't really eat. I just drink.
We're gonna try and get you to gamble because we know you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
All right. Then we'll go ahead. You guys, let's see. Fangdor, you do fairly well. You make a little bit off the guards. Galen, you do horribly. You lose everything that you made today.
Yep, that sounds right.
Let's see. Wow. Tor, surprisingly, despite his drunkenness, is able to keep his wits enough about him that he dismisses everyone for the evening and gets ready to head back. And yeah, you guys have a rather uneventful evening.
Well, you got to remember, Tor is very charismatic. Like, he may not come off as the most likable person, but he's charismatic.
Yeah. The only reason Galen doesn't like him is because magic. And you melt people's minds. And Galen's not a fan of that, even though it's useful. He's like, I keep you along because sometimes people need their brains melted. But fuck.
Is there anything you guys would like to do before the end of the evening? You turn in for a long rest?
Not really. Galen is going to... Is the tailor around? Because Galen has relatively nice clothes. He's going to want a replacement.
The tailor would have closed for the evening. You know that they will be open early the next day.
Okay. That'll be Galen's first stop tomorrow.
Yeah, that would be...
I'm just going to assume, because you do this often, you have a running tab and a running order with the tailor.
Yeah, they know what's up.
That would be...
I'm like, I need another jacket. They're like, we know here.
Yeah.
We already have it for you.
That would be a gnome woman by the name of Lily. She is also the one who owns the general store. She takes care of like clothes, provisions for going for wandering adventures, farmers and such.
Are there any unknown people in the bar?
Not as far as you've seen. As far as you've seen, it's the standard. It seems most of the travelers that would have been coming here for doing any trading has either turned in for the evening or had already departed town before they closed.
Okay.
So it's a lot of the same people you see. Like there's some of the guards are there now, the ones that had gotten off shift from their shift on during the day. A couple of the mill workers have already, even though it's about probably 7 o'clock, maybe 7:30 at this point, turned in for the evening, getting ready to get up early. Some of the miners that do this every day are just like, nah, we don't need sleep, and are continuing to drink and gamble. But overall, everyone seems to be having a good time.
The miners are my best friend because we all drink.
Yeah, Galen's going to, as we head out, he's going to turn to the guards and just stay vigilant. We're counting on you. And then he's going to walk out after having lost all of his money.
Before I leave, I walk up to the bar and I say, I'll be back for that bottle.
I'm sure you will, Tor. I'll have it waiting for you. Either me or Molly, we'll be here.
Is this a bar or a brothel?
It's a bar.
Oh, okay.
Barthel.
They don't really have in Turok brothels. That's more of the agricultural district would have those, since that's a lot of where the money lends.
We gotta make our way up there, don't we?
Oh boy. So yeah.
And I handle my own clothes because I don't want it screwing with my magic.
Then you guys go to your various places. In the case of you, Galen, you normally stay at Cullen's place because like most of the higher ranking and mid-rank enforcers and such stay there. As you get back, Fangdor, you would find Everett is asleep on the couch. The fire is starting to dim a little bit because the coals have started to simmer a little bit. As usual, he's got an old floral pattern blanket that he's curled up with. You would recognize from talking to him in your conversations that was the blanket his wife had knit many years ago. And he always has it with him when he falls asleep.
All right, I'm going to throw a couple more logs on the fire. And then head off to bed.
All right. When you get to Cullen, Tor, you make your way back home. You get to your little. It's a smaller shack.
Yep. Because the people don't like magic.
No. You get to your bed, and you have a couch. You have a bed. You have a small table. Where are you gonna decide to plop yourself for the evening?
I just fall onto the couch.
Flop. All right. You very swiftly pass out.
Very sweet. He accidentally knocks himself out.
Yes, he actually hits his head on the wooden part of the couch and knocks himself out. No, he actually just flops down and falls asleep, kind of like blankets kind of sprawled over him. Just. Galen, you get back. You don't see the boss. There's a couple people playing cards and rolling dice and having conversations with each other, and they acknowledge you as they come in. But for the most part, it seems like most people, aside from those that have just gotten up for help, just because some of Cullen's men actually do go out and they help patrol. They act as kind of extra guards to the actual guards as well. And they, of course, go out and do a little bit of dealing with some of the guards since they're up late at night anyways.
All right, Galen's going to kind of give people some shit on the way in. Just, hey, do your fucking jobs while they're playing cards and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing for them to do right now. But yeah, Galen, he gets along well with everybody in the gang, or I guess we'll call it a gang. But he's one of the older members too. Galen's like 42, so he's one of the older members, and people kind of respect him in the gang. So he's giving them shit, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna hit it. You guys watch my back. Good night."
Well, believe it or not, Tor is also 42, but he's young for his race.
Oh, yeah.
And
Galen's not young for his race.
You climb into bed and you fall asleep very comfortably. And all of you have a very restful evening. Some more restful than others, mostly because they are just passed out dead drunk.
Shit-faced, face smashed into headboard.
Hey, when you look into people's minds like I do, and you just blow them away, yeah, you gotta do something to forget that.
Is that the only way you can blow away minds?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so we come back in the morning to Everett once again, standing over Fangdor.
Beating his head.
Whack, whack, whack. All right, boy, get up.
All right. What's going on this morning?
There was no job left for you this morning, but I do have to head out of town today. We got to get some supplies from over at the fishing village. Just stock up with winter coming on soon. We got to have extras in the storehouse just in case.
All right, well, do you need a hand?
Well, that's why I'm waking you up. Or
All right.
are you dumb and ugly, or just the ugly part?
Yes.
Yes to both. Got you. Well, I got some eggs on a plate out here in the living room. You're more than welcome. Thank you, by the way, for putting those logs on. I saw that there was some more coals when I woke up this morning, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Well, your pack's in the corner where you normally leave it. Get what you need, and I'll meet you over at Farvel's. I'm gonna ask him about if there's any jerky I can take with me, just because I know we'll be gone for the day. And then I'm also gonna stop over at Lily's so I can pick up some more supplies because we have a long walk ahead of us.
All right. So I'm going to go grab my pack and eat real quick.
All right. Everett's once again all right. He's bustling around. He's got a couple packs in the corner. You see him checking over. He leaves the blanket folded up on the sofa, and you see him just looking over. He's got a checklist, and he's going through. He's counting up, making sure that he's got some twine in there. You see him. He's got some fire starter. You see him putting bandages in there, and he finishes packing up, and he kind of gives you a cockeyed salute, and nods his head, and starts walking out the door.
All right.
How old is Everett?
Everett is probably in his early 70s as a human. He's very old.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was picturing him as. I just want to make sure.
This big, tall, fucking 70-year-old guy.
No, he's not really big or tall. He's very thin. But he's definitely seen some shit, and he's taking good care of himself. Even with his wife being passed on, he hasn't let him. He's just kind of. He's a little grumpy with those he doesn't know, and those he does, he's a little gentle with.
Oh, okay. All right. So we'll follow him out, I guess.
All right, and you are back in Turok again.
All right. He said his first stop was who? Not Lily, but the other.
He's going to Farvel's, is what he said. So the bar is where he's headed first, which was over here.
Yeah. All right.
Galen's first stop is to get clothes.
So you are headed to Lily's then, and Lily's is going to be up actually behind Cullen's place.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I'm assuming we're going to bump into each other.
Well, it depends. Where are you guys headed?
All right. Okay. I guess he's already fucking gone.
Mm.
Who is breathing into their mic right now, by the way?
That might be.
Okay.
God damn it, you fucking mouth breather.
No, it's just if my mic is at normally where a mic should be, it picks up my nose.
Yeah, I wondered. I was like, and there's a great breathing noise throughout the entire town of Turok as a giant rips through the ground. No.
What have we unleashed? It's Chris!
All right, so...
I'm just going to sit on the lookout as I'm mending my own robe from all the tears.
All right. You're at your house. You're mending over your robe. You are feeling very sore. The cut is definitely hurting. Despite you guys, patching yourselves up, you're still pretty banged up in terms of just like hurt. Like especially Galen. Galen, as you got up and you stretched and popped your back, you're like, oh God, why?
Too old for this shit.
Just you take note of your various cuts, and you see that they're still very tender. There's a lot of bruising, especially around where the axe hit you in your side.
Galen has ointments that he's putting on.
Yeah.
Hair growth stuff that he's putting on his head.
For no reason.
Doesn't do anything.
It's just
Is it snake oil? Do you rub the snake oil in your head?
It is all of the snake oil that he bought from a traveling salesman. You say, shit's not gonna fucking work.
No wonder you look like a chrome dome.
Yep. This stuff is probably inhibiting his hair growth more than it's helping.
It's actually making it where your hair literally will not grow except in the places you don't want it to grow.
Yeah, I just got like a weird mole like right here that has like a 15-foot long hair that I have to trim.
You do notice, however, as you rub this stuff, you do have one lone hair sticking out the top of your head.
Oh no! Can it
He's
be
just gonna nod.
just like
good.
one lone little hair out the front?
Yes,
Galen's
exactly.
Well, that's not very balanced. He's just gonna yoink it. God damn it!
Is it like from Full Metal?
Yes. Yoked and one hair.
He gels it.
So you finish grooming and primping yourself. And you head out the door and head over to Lily's. You are familiar with where Lily's is. As you get up, this is early in the morning. It's probably about 7 o'clock in the morning, just because you're an early riser by nature.
Galen is a morning person for sure.
Gets up, you head to Lily's, and you see the miners have already probably. There's a couple of them that are like running towards the mines because they're like, oh shit, I was late. You hear the lumber mill going again already. It's just general morning day. You see the guards have already changed. The ones you saw last night are already gone. The ones that previously, when you head out, are already in their places. It's not as fortified during the day. There's not as much just because the general fear is just the edgelords themselves, not so much any of the creatures. They've already faded back into the fog. So yeah,
Galen's gonna do his morning jog over to Lil's.
Yes, you have your general where the camera's following you and you're having a great little jog, and there's this all of a sudden this guy by the name of Sta, and his last name is Lone, goes running past you.
Oh, fuck.
He yells Adrian as he does.
Bitch.
He screams on your left as he runs past you.
Galen just
as I see him run by, I just throw a crystal right behind his feet.
He doesn't even notice. He's too buff for that.
Too yoked.
Too yoked.
So yes,
He's just shuffling.
Galen is jogging over to Lily's. Tor, you're by your window looking out at everything. I would say, let's find out. You actually wake up surprisingly hangover free. Little dry mouth, but that's about it.
I don't think it's all that surprising considering I drink as much as I do.
Jeez.
So yes,
he drinks water in between every drink.
You woke up just because where your shack is, that's where the sun rises, so it always and you were on the couch, so you're like, okay. So you're awake. You decide to watch as people are going about their day.
He's mixing Pedialyte with red Gatorade.
Yes.
Oh fuck.
I have my morning ritual with the egg and everything else, and just
Fangdor, where are you headed? Are you headed to Farvel's right now, or are you headed over to Cullen's, or are you headed over to Lily's?
I guess let's make our first stop Lily's.
All right. Well, you're going to arrive after Galen. Galen, as you open the door to Lily's, you hear the tinkle of the bell as the door opens and closes behind you. And as you walk in, you smell a combination of incense, a very light perfume, and there's the smell of paper as well, like parchment and cloth. It's a lot of just general store smells. And you see, standing behind the counter on a small little, it's a set of stairs she had made for her so she can get over the counter, a very diminutive gnome that you recognize as Lily. Very bright blonde hair that she has in two little pigtails, and she's wearing a pink dress, and she has a light coat that she's wearing, and she waves at you and goes, "Oh, hey, good
Chris,
morning, Galen.
Hey, Lil. How's it going?
It's going well. How can I help you today? What do you need today?"
So Galen's kind of sweaty. He's wearing like kind of casual shit that he goes runs in, but he's holding his
Russian
usual
tracksuit?
attire. Yep, Russian tracksuit. Galen's sweating his balls off. So he comes up and goes, the usual. These young ruffians think they can take me down.
She goes, "All right. Well, I have your measurements. Is there a particular color you're looking for? Or, do you want something thicker this time, or what?"
Well, I was hoping for maybe a men's job, but if you can't make it too pretty, I'm gonna get something new.
Okay.
I trust your judgment. If you think I'm gonna look like a bum wearing this after it's been,
I would never think you're a bum. You know, you're even for a human, I would say you're a rather strapping fella. Yes.
and you know you're gorgeous.
She blushes, laughs. She goes, "Okay, all right, you big flirt. Yeah, I can have that ready for you this afternoon."
Thanks, sweetie. I'll be back. Just let me know what the damage is when I return.
Don't worry, I'll have it. Do you want it on? Do you want it in the ledger? Or do you just wanna? Do you want to pay when you come pick it up?
Well, if it's 40,000 gold, I'm gonna want it on my tab. But if it's less than that, I think I can handle it.
I can't believe you'd ever think I would try to swindle you like that, Galen.
Oh,
No.
you wouldn't dare.
No. I've got it though. It'll be like I said, raid by this afternoon. Are you gonna be in town, or should I keep it stored away for now?
Boss hadn't hit me with a job yet. I should be back, but if not, you know where to put it.
Okay, that's fine. Is there anything else I can get for you?
No, sweetie. I'll be back later.
All right. Well, she starts bustling. You see her go in the back and hear the sound of pieces of fabric getting picked up and dropped. And as you get to the door, you hear the dingle of the bell and turn and see as Fangdor walks to the door.
Oh. Hey, Shifty. What are you doing? You didn't even take a scratch.
I mean, I still took an arrow to the back.
Yeah, because you were supposed to be
Yeah.
guarding mine.
Are you sure it wasn't to the knee?
Oh, you shut your whore mouth.
Nobody'd marry this shifty bitch. Now you getting your stuff mended up? You make sure you treat her right.
No, Everett has me stopping by here to pick up some things. We're going to the fishing village.
Hell, you guys going out there for?
I mean, presumably to pick up fish.
Well, you tell Everett if he needs a little extra muscle, it couldn't hurt. I don't do nothing for free or unless the boss tells me to, but
Yeah, I'll ask.
if he needs an extra hand, he knows my rate, so.
Yeah, we'll probably need an extra hand after that scuff we got into yesterday.
Yeah, shit's getting dangerous out there. Well, Everett knows I'm always happy to help him out and tell him I'll give him a discount.
All right, yeah, I'll make sure to tell him.
I'll be at the usual spot, and he's going to head back over to the usual Cullen hangout.
All right. You head out the door. Lily comes back around the corner. It's nice to see you again, Fangdor. What can I get for you?
Everett sent me over here to pick up some provisions.
Okay. So the usual are you heading northward, or are you heading over towards more of the water corner of the area?
Yeah, we're heading over towards the fishing village.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can get that ready and have that ready in probably the next. If you give me about half an hour, I can probably have that ready for you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Take your time.
Okay, not a problem. She starts. She goes over and you see her going through a ledger and she's flipping over and putting check marks on things and writing numbers.
I'm gonna also go to the tailor, but I'm gonna go and put in a special order for another cloak because
Mr. Oh, I fixed my own clothes.
I do fix my own clothes. It's just I have to
cash like you're fucking Aladdin. It's got fucking
Yes,
caches
yes.
all over it.
Yes.
All right.
I'm going in to go get another robe ordered.
Okay, well, after your she's almost done getting your order together, Fangdor, you hear the bell of the tingle tingle as Tor walks the door.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Oh God, here comes this guy again, blowing minds.
Drunk mind melter.
Hey, Lily,
I'm
I'm
gonna run to the
coming in.
bathroom.
I'm coming
I'll
in
be
for
back.
my yearly order.
All right, Tor.
Jesus.
How long is it gonna take this time for it to get to us?
Well, I've got enough fabric. I could probably get it done. I've got a couple other orders. In the meantime, I've got one for your friend Galen over there. But I could probably have, as far as the cloak, I could probably have that done either tomorrow evening or the day afterwards, if you'd like.
Oh, then they work quick.
Well, I mean, I'm making it myself this time. We haven't had any traders come in for any already pre-made stuff. And I don't have any orders going out anytime soon. But I can, like I said, I can have that done by either tomorrow evening or the following day if you'd like.
Let's go ahead because this one's probably not going to last much longer.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's not a problem. Are you wanting the same color as last time, or do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Always the same color.
All right. That's not a problem. That will be 3 copper and a silver, and I can have that made up, and I can have the other one made up as well. I know normally you order 2.
Yes. 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 Put some money down. Thank you.
What color are they? Pink?
No, black.
Black? Is that so no one knows
She
when
winks
you
at you, Fangdor, and goes, "They're whatever color I feel like making them."
Oh, okay. That's
And she chuckles, and she actually goes, "And by the way, I've just finished up getting your order." And she passes over, like she comes over and she has it all set up on a table. She goes, "Do you need a pack to go with that, or did you bring your own as usual?"
I brought my own.
Okay.
How much do I owe you?
Are you paying for it, or is Everett getting it this time?
Pay for it this time.
Okay. For between the food rations, the water, the rope, I know a pack of bandages and this ointment. That will be that comes out to a total of 6 silver.
6 silver. What is it? 10 silver equal 1 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll just put down a gold and tell her to keep the change.
Oh, thank you so much. And she goes, "Pleasure doing business with you as usual, Fangdor."
Always. And then I'll walk out the door.
Have a good one. She waves at you.
All right, I'll wave back.
Tor, is there anything else that you'd like to do?
Nope. Just going in, getting my yearly order.
Getting your pink robes.
Yes, you're super fuchsia. They're fuchsia if you want to be specific.
No, they're salmon.
They're black, so no one can see the blood.
I thought it was because it was like edgelord darkness.
No, it's
Wait,
really just to
edgelord?
keep...
Are
He's
you
secretly
edging
the
all the
leader
time?
of the Edgelords.
Good God.
He's secretly the leader.
Direction all the time.
Yes. So anyways.
Yes, I'm secretly the leader of all the edgelords.
So you finished. You both headed out. Are you heading out at the same time, or did you head out before Fangdor headed out?
As soon as I paid my money, I went.
All right. Then where are you headed to? Because I know Fangdor is not far behind.
I'll probably be heading to the inn to actually eat my one meal that I eat each day.
All right. Well, you head to the inn then. Just general hustle and bustle of those that are coming in and going from the inn. You wander in. I'm going to go ahead and move us over there. Where are you headed to, Fangdor?
Oh, God. Where were the other 2 places that I was supposed to go? I know the bar.
Yeah, bar/inn.
Yeah. And then there's one other place that I was supposed to go, right?
No. It was just Lily's, and because Everett said he was headed there to talk to Farvel.
Oh, okay. So I'll go to the inn as well.
All right. Then we'll go ahead and move this over to
I'm already at
Devil's
the end.
Deal.
Yeah, there we go.
Poof. I like the little dingle noise. And as you walk in, you see most of the people that are there. Everett's at his normal table. Galen, where are you at, by the way?
Galen was going back to, I guess, wherever he leaves, probably, because that's where the Cullen hangout is. And he's just going to be doing the rounds, making sure there isn't anything that the boss needs for...
having more music, Rocky music going on.
He's just...
Get it,
blanket?
Get it,
Is that your blankie? Your safety blanket?
It's cold in my basement.
Oh my god.
Well, Fangdor, when you go in, you notice it's not nearly as crowded here. Most of the miners and such had already come through to get their food from Farvel. Farvel, he keeps a very clean bar. Like when it's not the evening, most of the time, most of the bottles are already stored away. So instead of the large assortment that he normally has, there's a couple on the wall. There's a smell of fresh coffee and tea, along with bacon, and Molly is walking around and dropping orders off at the last few people that are in today.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to want to get breakfast, too.
I already ate mine.
All right.
So-
Well, you see Tor is already eating, and he's sitting in front of Farvel, who is just kind of staring at him, just because he's just, like, chuckling at the fact that you're not hungover. And Everett is over at the table he was normally at before. Fangdor, you see Tor, who kind of waves at you, and Farvel gestures at you, just his general.
As I drink my coffee with my eggs and chicken.
Molly's standing there in front of you. She has the bottle, and she goes, "Do you want a bit of the hair of the dog that bit you?"
Not right now. I don't know if I need to go fry brains yet.
She chuckles and puts the bottle back where it was.
So Galen's going to come in and get some coffee, bacon, and a whole dozen eggs.
Jesus Christ.
He's a thick
Molly is already by the stove and is already cooking up like this giant pot of scrambled eggs for you.
Oh, fuck yeah. It's like just a normal bowl because you're so fucking huge.
Everett's sitting there. Everett actually has some toast and a little bit of jam, and he's drinking some tea at the table. And there you are, Fangdor. It's good to see you, I guess.
Yeah, good to see you too. I got all those provisions that you needed.
Oh, okay. He's rubbing his eyes because he's still. You know that Everett's not he's not an early riser, even though he gets up early just to wake you up.
Yeah, it's just like one
It's his one joy in life at this point is to just wake you up in a horrible fashion every day.
So as Galen is pounding down his food, he eats it like he's in basic training. Like he's
There's eggs everywhere.
He's inhaling the food. He's not eating it. He's just inhaling
Farvel
it.
just at the corner just
the bacon.
Farvel is actually behind the counter just glaring at you like, you need to clean that up afterwards. Just come on, man. We go through this every morning.
Hey, even the drunkard can eat nicer than you.
Hey, the drunkard's 1/8 my size. I don't want to hear it.
1/8.
So as Galen finishes up his food very quickly, he starts on his coffee. He doesn't even start his coffee.
You kind of cough a little bit because you actually inhaled a little bit of egg as you're eating your coffee or drinking your coffee.
Eating this coffee.
He's actually spooning ground coffee into his mouth.
So Galen actually has an extra large mug that they keep back there just for him.
It's the size of a pot of coffee is what it is.
And
It has carved into the side Galen is what it has, literally.
he drinks it black, and he kind of blows on it and heads over to the table where Everett and Shifty are hanging out.
Everett just kind of raises an eyebrow and goes, What do you want? Ugh,
No. Don't let me waste your time. I was just told
You're good at that. You know that.
Yeah, old man.
Yeah.
So no, I was told you're going on a little excursion today, and
Yeah. What's it to you?
well, my it raised my concern a bit because we ran into some issues yesterday at the bridge. You know which bridge I mean, and I know they've been running a racket out there, the Exiles. So I didn't know if you maybe needed a little extra muscle on your side.
Is that your way of saying you don't think I can take care of myself, boy? Is this what we're getting to now? I know I'm an old man, but still.
Oh, I know you can't take care of yourself. That's why you have Shifty here watching your back.
I believe you mean I have his back.
No, I know you can take care of yourself, and I know you can look out for your own. I'm just saying, if you want a little extra, you know my going rate, and I got the time right now.
Well, he goes, well, if you want, and he passes back you recognize it's probably the same money you left on the table. He goes, if you want, you can have this back, if you want to join along with me. But outside of that, I don't see us having any more trouble than what Fangdor can take care of.
Yeah, your faith in Fangdor may be a bit misplaced, but no, I'll take you up on that. I'm going to take the money off the table, and he's just going to say, yeah, I'll look after you.
I hear this go on, and it's like, Chrome Dome, you don't go anywhere without me.
Hey, he ain't offering to pay for your ass. If you want to come, it's on your own dime.
You don't go anywhere without me.
Yeah. Fucking mind melter.
Yeah, you dirty son of a bitch.
I'll give you a silver if you want to watch my back, but that's all I'm offering. If anybody else wants to offer you more, that's on them.
No, I'm pretty sure I can take care of myself.
All right. I mean, I'm not going to argue. Do you want your other buddy over there to help us out as well?
So Galen's going to lean in really close and just go, don't ever tell him I told you I said this, but he can handle himself. He's good in a scrap. He's good to have on our side just in case some weird shit has to be dealt with.
Everett's going to wink at you and go, hey, Tor, he actually likes you.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I know that Chrome Dome likes me, but I don't let him know that.
Shit. You get the fuck out of here. We don't need you.
Tor, you want in on this little get-together? I'm head over to the fishing village, Selleck down the road. It's going to be an all-day travel if we're going to get there before nightfall and they close it. But you're more than welcome to come with, too. I know that you like their salted herring that they bring in.
Say no more. Say no more.
No, I'm on board with that shit, too. You say food, I'm on board.
Yeah, I know you can eat, boy. Yeah.
That fresh cat.
Fangdor, you said you had the supplies ready, right?
Yeah, I have them.
All right. Well, if we don't hurry up, we'll be just cutting it by the skin of our teeth. So let's get ready to head out.
I'm ready to go.
Hey, Shifty, if we cut into your stores at all, I'll make sure to reimburse you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. I know how much you can eat.
You're goddamn right. I'm gonna save it though. Those fresh catches, they hit me just right.
I lean into the bartender. You got my bag? It looks like we're gonna need it. Cause I have the bartender store my go bag.
Farva looks at it. All right. There you go, and he brings it out. Here, just as long as you're not taking up space in my bar anymore, I'm happy about it.
So Galen's going to yell back to the bartender, is that a health code violation? I'm going to let the inspectors know.
What's an inspector?
Yeah. One of these days, you're going to visit a big city and you're going to learn what a bar is supposed to be like.
Why would I do that? I got everything here exactly. Plus, I'd have to deal with more people like you, and frankly, I don't feel like it.
Oh, there ain't nobody like me.
Thank gods. Anyway, is there anything else you boys need, or can I go about my business again? I do have other customers, and you look around, there's only like 3 other people in the bar at this point.
Oh, I'm sorry you're so busy. You get back to it. Molly, you have a good one.
She smiles at you and just waves at you. Everett just looks up and goes, "All right, boys, let's go. Time's a wasting."
Galen's gonna motion to Molly, just glad you survived the night, and then walk on out.
All right, boys, what are you all doing?
We're gonna head
on
out with
our adventure.
Yeah, head out with Everett.
All right. You guys are headed down out the gateway, and yeah, so the entire trip, at this point, it's probably between breakfast and talking and stopping at places, it's probably about 8:30 or so, give it take a few minutes. So you guys are head out to get to Selleck. It's ran by the Mayor Tom, by the way.
Wait, Mayor Tom?
Yes. At the town of Selleck. I was waiting for you.
How big is his mustache?
The biggest.
The most impressive.
As big as mine.
Yeah.
Much bigger.
Just
The entire trip is a 6-hour trip, just to let you know, by the way. It's a distance. So, oof. All right. You guys get about 3 hour.
The go bag usually has like a day's provisions for me and Chrome Dome.
Okay. You guys get about halfway there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go back over to Callie's Pass. We're going to ignore the actual... you guys get about halfway there. I need to actually go over...
Are we living on a prayer?
Yes, you're always living on
I
a prayer.
swear to God.
Didn't you know that? You're always living on a prayer?
Kill me. Can I take my own life in this game?
Alright, so what is...
Depends.
Bold hit. You fail your suicide and now
No.
you're retarded.
Fuck.
It
There's
depends.
no change from before, I guess.
It's like if a bard gets a hold of you, they could cause you to end your own life.
Oh yeah, no, I used to do that when I was playing. There was a character I played who's Bard Barbarian named Orlin. I killed a giant zombie with vicious mockery, and he threw himself off a cliff.
What the fuck?
Well, there's also a bard ability where it's like a fatal persuasion.
So
Jesus.
with a changeling, I have saving throws against being charmed.
Yes,
and magic.
Yeah. Then you would be safe against a bard.
Yeah.
Or you would be safer.
Safer, Level 20 Bard, your saving throw is going to be 1,000. So good
Yeah,
luck.
right.
Alright, guys, you guys are on the path. Everett is leading the way.
All right. As we approach this bridge, Galen's going to remember that this is the place that we encountered resistance before, and it is a perfect ambush point. So
This is actually a different bridge, by the way. This is the second bridge. You know there's Callie's Pass, and then there's, what was it called? Shea's Pass. Shea's Pass is the second one.
So Galen would have been taking lead at both of these choke points.
Okay.
And as we approach this one, Galen is going to take the lead and attempt to do a looking out. And he's going to motion to the others to just keep your fucking eyes open. You know, this is where we ran into shit before.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
I rolled a 17 perception.
You rolled a what?
17.
Well, so far as you can tell, there's nothing that you're aware of.
All right. Galen's just gonna say, "Keep your fucking eyes open. If you see anything, let me know."
All right, I'm going to be behind Galen and in front of Everett. If Tor...
As you guys come up on the second, you'll see a guy standing by one of the bushes over here, and he has a shield, he has a curved sword, and he's wearing full armor. It's this dark leather armor, and it's got small metal plates on it, and he's wearing a helmet with a big feather on it, and he's just kind of standing off, and he's kind of waving at you all.
Galen just, fucking not again.
Yeah. Got these guys right off the bat.
Be ready. The second I give a signal, which is going to be this, you fucking unleash hell. Especially you, mind melter bitch.
You see someone standing on a stump over here, and you immediately recognize, Galen, you would recognize that this is the guy that was shooting arrows at you before.
So Galen is going to take lead, and he is going to get to this point, and he's going to yell over the man on the stump, just, "You really want to do this again?"
At the mention of yelling it, the one still, he hasn't drawn an arrow, he's just staring at you, he's glaring at you, and there's the man that you first saw staying by the bush, he's going to walk forward and go, that one right there, that's what killed your buddies.
So Galen's going to go, "Look, man, we don't need to have any ill will here, okay? We're part of we'll call it a family, the Cullen family. We don't have any problem with you as long as you don't have any problem with us. But if you have a problem with us, it's going to be an issue."
You really think that after killing my men that I'm not going to have issue?
That's up to you. The only reason your men are dead was because they attacked us.
Well, yeah, they attacked you because they were meant to get money. That's why we're out here.
Oh, they should have just asked. Maybe we can do business. But they didn't ask. They tried to take. And we don't do well with people that try to take.
Well, you see where my issue lies here. Like, there was money to be had. Now there's not. And I've got two dead guys that have now become the, fog, the necrolytes, obviously. Because did you see bodies on the way up here?
Persuasion.
Oh, boy.
Sir,
oh, shit.
Sir.
Ooh, okay.
You don't want to lose any more guys, right? We don't want to fight. You don't really want to lose any more guys. So how about we just see our ways and we go our own way?
There is easier prey, just piggybacking on what he said. There is easier prey out there than we.
I don't know about that. The odds, I think, are a little bit more in my favor than so much yours.
It's not about odds. It's about what you're willing to lose.
I just say, it's your funeral.
You can win the battle and still lose more than you gain. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough. So you just gonna keep making googly eyes at me, or are you gonna continue walking then?
We will continue walking until provoked further.
I
Galen's
walk
gonna kind of
backwards.
give a nod to everybody else and start moving in the right direction. He's like, "Glad we could come to an understanding. I hope that this understanding holds in the future. And if you want to get together with my boss, maybe we can make this more profitable."
I mean, I don't think he'd be willing to make a trade with us, but you never know. There are stranger things, I suppose.
It always depends on what you have to offer. My boss is a very reasonable man, as am I.
Everett's just going to be wandering along, just kind of looking around, like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
I just keep moving backwards. Like I keep my group on my back, but I'm watching everything else because I remember what happened last time.
Yeah,
I
so
got
Galen is keeping an eye out and being very vigilant, but he's gonna look cocky. Like he's just walking through like there's no problem. I trust these guys implicitly, but he absolutely does not, even a little bit.
As you do get to the bridge, you know someone's standing at the other side of it.
Galen's gonna nod at him and continue walking. He's not even gonna slow his stride at all.
He's gonna hold it. He goes, no, just a minute. I was told not to let anyone past here yet.
That's fair. Maybe you haven't heard. We have come to an arrangement.
And you see him goes, just if you don't mind, please just humor me.
Go on.
And he's gonna go off to the side. He's gonna walk over here, and you're gonna see him. He's gonna be waving some hand signals.
So Galen is going to kind of hand signal over to the Mind Melter, who he calls Robes. He just kill this motherfucker first.
And he's gonna back up a little ways, and he's gonna go. Well, I suppose if that's what the boss says.
It's in everyone's best interest. I hope you understand.
Galen, make a perception check.
Oh boy.
I'm glad you're making the perception check.
20. Dirty.
You smell gunpowder.
Galen is going to glare at this man, just go, really? And just charge him.
He's going to snap
and he's going to give the signal to the rest of the group to fuck people up.
He's going to snap his fingers and launch a small fireball out of his hands, and the bridge is going to explode.
Oh boy. Did I make it off of it in time?
You get thrown back off to the side over here. Fangdor, you are blown into the water.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Everett's over here. Tor, you get blown over here.
Or are we just moved, or are we hurt?
Oh, you're hurt.
Yeah. I mean, we were on a bridge that exploded.
Yeah.
I wasn't on the bridge just yet.
Shit, Everett's got to be fucked up.
That's not good. That's
He's
very
an old
bad.
Yeah.
He's having a bad time. Galen's going to murder everyone.
Galen, I want you to do a constitution check.
Save or check?
Check.
12.
Each of you do a constitution check. I'm trying to check something. I'm hoping.
Constitution 13.
Oof.
Plus your constitution modifier.
Hold on. Oh, +1. So
Oof.
14.
Good TPK, guys. We got hit by a bomb.
18.
All right, you are still conscious. The others have actually passed out. You're not knocked out in terms of like HP. You're just knocked out from the just blast itself.
Yeah.
The concussive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
No one touch my private parts while I'm sleeping.
No promises.
Oh, fuck.
well, I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna do a ranged attack on Mr. Fireball.
Okay. What are you using?
It's shards, crystal shards.
Okay.
Do you say shards or sharts?
Shards.
Oh. Crystal shards.
Ow! Ow!
Yes,
Alright.
I turn over and bend down, and then I fire crystal shards.
This is mostly hurting me. Ah!
This hurts me more than
my
it hurts
God.
you.
It only damages you.
4, 12.
I take it a 10 doesn't hit.
17. Hold on, I'm checking something. Do you have... Well, no, 10 does not hit. You blast it right past him, and he's going to raise his hand. How much HP do you have?
24 total.
He waves his hand. As he does, you begin to feel your eyes get heavy, and you fall into blissful sleep.
Oh, poop.
Very poop.
Fantastic.
All right, guys.
Well, let me take it that if I had a higher HP
The
total,
sleep would not have
He
affected
casts
you,
sleep.
yes.
Yeah. Sleep is a great spell if someone doesn't have a ton of HP.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, guys. Let's see here. There's a total of... So there's that people. Galen, you are the first one that wakes up.
What do I see?
You see that it is almost dark.
Oh,
The
shit.
sun is just behind the trees.
and I take it they robbed the living daylights out of us.
Any money that you had on you is gone. Any supplies you have is gone. They left you with no weapons. They left you with your clothes. That is it.
Do I have my brass knuckles?
Do I have
They
my
do
identity?
not have your brass knuckles.
You have no weapons.
Oh, boy. Galen's just going to sit up and just go, God damn it.
God damn, that hurt.
Galen's going to turn and look and see if his compatriots are around or if there are any hostiles around.
You see Fangdor, it has been dragged up on the shore. The bridge has been destroyed. You see, sadly, the remains of Everett on the ground. He was standing dead center of the bridge when it blew up.
No!
So, Galen is going to actually jump across the rocks, being a relatively dexterous monk, and jump to the other side and slap Fangdor in the face.
Tor is asleep in the branches with his feet sticking out of the tree that's on the ground.
Is that the only way you guys know how to wake me up?
Yes.
Slapping me in the face.
So it's not hard. It's just like a tap,
Yeah,
tap, tap, tap.
You wake up to Galen standing over you, slapping you in the face.
Pat, 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 pat.
Oh god, is my face bruised?
Oh, very bruised. You are very smoky. You are not feeling great right now.
Oh god.
Those that were
Morning, sunshine.
Galen, by the way, Galen, you took a total of 5 damage. The people, Tor, you took also 5 damage. Fangdor, you took a total of 15 damage.
Fuck.
Or sorry, 11 damage. My bad. 11 damage.
11.
Yeah, which Everett, unfortunately, since he's an NPC, did not have a whole lot of life.
Yikes.
So Galen's just tapping your face. Not hard, just...
Oh, okay.
With your hand as large as it's supposed to be, even a light tap's probably going to feel very painful on a bruise.
Well,
face.
especially, yeah, he's very...
Why
take
did you
30
wake me up
bludgeoning
like this? I
No,
take
so-
30 damage.
So Galen just, good morning, sunshine. We are fucked. We need to get shit together. I need you in it. Let's go.
All right, so I'll wake up, get onto my feet, and then I guess go over to.
As you get up and look around, you see Tor's legs sticking out from below the branches. The rest of him is kind of covered in leaves. You
Oh,
see
fuck,
the
Tor.
remains.
I'm gonna go over towards Everett.
As you come around the remains of the bridge, you find Everett's body is laid up against the trunk. Part of his leg is gone. His other leg is just tattered. The clothes have been ripped apart. He has chunks of wood sticking in his chest, and he has been dead for several hours.
So I don't have any weapons.
Nothing. They picked you guys clean. They literally just left you in your clothes. That was it.
Fuck. So I can't even cut its head off to potentially try to avoid him becoming a creature. All right. So I'll see his remains, and then I'll walk back over to Torin.
So Galen is going to come up next to you, and in like a kind of moment of being genuine, is just going to go, "I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
Let's get robes."
Yeah. So I'll punch Robes in his face to wake him up.
You wake up to getting just decked in the snaz. Tor.
What? Hi?
Yeah, wake up. We've been fucked.
Hard.
God damn it! Why did I have to miss?
It wouldn't have
Yeah,
helped.
that's on
These
you.
guys were ready for us, and they were waiting for specifically us. And I say we fuck them back. But
I say-
first, we got to get the fuck out of here. It's getting dark.
How fast can we move? I'm assuming not crazy fast. What's our maximum?
You guys had been traveling for 3 hours, and it is sunset at this point.
Robes, burn Everett if you can.
I do use one of my abilities to light him on fire, effectively.
Well, I mean, it's still a fresh corpse. In order to incinerate, you're gonna have to be at it for a while.
Yeah, fuck that. We can't afford.
Oh no!
a
I
long
can
time.
use my crystals to absolutely destroy his head. I can just keep firing crystals at his head.
Yeah, but for how long?
A minute.
Yeah, I can do that for a full-on minute straight, and it'll be a lot of damage.
Okay. You work at just basically caving Everett's head in until there's not much left aside from a stump at the top of a body.
Okay.
I would say it takes you about 5 minutes trying to make sure it's fully pulverized.
So
Alright.
Galen's going to put his hand on Shifty's shoulder and just go. And we're facing the opposite direction. I'm sorry it's got to be like this, but you know why. He deserves better.
Yeah, but we can't afford the lost time, so let's get moving.
I agree. Let's go. Shifty, Robes, let's move.
Autobots, roll out.
Oh, this is not transgender Transformers.
All right, so are you like
turns
full
into a
tilt?
truck.
Are you guys full tilt running then, pretty much?
We are
Yes!
hauling
Yes.
tits. Hauling tits out of here.
How close are we to the next town?
3 hours.
Yeah, you're like 3 hours in one direction or the other. Like it's.
Okay,
Let's head
so
toward the fishing village.
Yeah.
You guys would know that the fishing village, they don't have a wall because the creatures won't cross the open water, but they will pull the bridges up.
Okay.
Shit. How far is the bridge? Like, is the bridge large?
It would be you'd have to swim to cross it, is what you would have to do.
Yeah, but how is it swimmable?
Yeah, it's swimmable. You're just going to be really wet and really tired.
Well, we're already really
Yeah,
fucked up.
better than getting locked out of a wall. I say we head towards the fishing village.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
Still
you
full
guys.
strength.
You guys.
We need to haul shit.
You guys are hauling ass towards the town of Selleck. As you guys keep running, you lose track of the time, and you see the sun keeps getting lower and lower as you keep getting. You see in the distance, like way off, and you're thinking to yourselves, "You're like, we're not going to make it. There's no way
I'm
we're going to
shitting
make
to
it there."
drop extra weight. as we run.
You're seeing, like, you can see way off, like it's a couple miles away. You can see the bridges are already raised. You can see, and just as you see the last of the sunlight hit the bridges, it goes below the trees. Darkness sets in. You're still probably a mile and a half away when you hear the all too familiar clicks and howls.
Oh no!
And that's where we're going
We
to end
just
this
gotta make
episode,
water.
guys. That's where we're going to end this
Gotta make the
episode.
water.
Oh God!
We gotta get to the water.
The water.
Run!
So does that seem like a good place to end things for this episode?
Yes.
Jesus, fuck
No.
us, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. We will resume this another either Saturday or Sunday just to kind of get this rolling and see how things go.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
I love
Creatures
Galen
of the
so
night.
much. I love this character. I love playing as him. He's a lot of fun.
right.
I just hope I'm enjoyable. That's all I care.
We're the Dungeoneers of Depravity. Thanks for watching us. Love you. Mean it. Bye.